Pickaxe.
Five, 4, 3, 2, Dad! It's the video game house.
Okay.
It's one of your house.
All right. Welcome to episode 927, the most annoying show of the year, Halloween Spooktacular. I'm one of your hosts, Michelle Madison.
Hi. Oh, Maddie.
We have Matt and Ryan here tonight, along with John.
I don't care. Oh, Maddie.
She's the only reason I'm back.
Green Boots is here, yeah.
Oh, Matt.
I saw you last night on the stream on your OnlyFans.
I know.
You were amazing.
Only brooms. That's
What stuff is
Come
primo.
on. Sit down.
So anyway, we've got
Touch
scary
my
games
nipples,
tonight,
Maddie.
scary
Maddie,
news,
come here. Touch
and
it.
John being annoying. That's what we have.
Matt, come on.
Why don't you guys just get a room and fuck
I
and
can't
get it over
hear.
with? So I don't gotta listen to this every year, okay? Every year it's the same thing with you two. Why is the Canadian theme going on in the background? Is that what that
Matt's
is?
here. Matt's here. He's my
I have like
favorite.
a messed up
He's
whip
my
today.
favorite
Yeah.
Canadian. Oh, I love him so much. I miss you so much, Maddie. Why, I'm so
I miss
glad
you
you're
too,
here.
Green Boobs.
Help me
have to
so
start
much.
the show like this?
Oh, my
There's a
God.
turn off.
I got green vagina stuff coming out.
Do you drip green? Yeah.
Yes,
Absolutely.
yeah.
That's sick.
Oh, man, come here. Oh, get on my...
I'm not getting near any
I
of
want
that.
your broomstick for that. God,
Yeah.
stick it in.
Okay. All right. So we have scary
Hey,
games,
wait,
scary
what's
news.
going
Let's
on?
take it to the DMs.
What's going
What?
on?
Hey, John.
What's going on
It
is
was
we
insane.
just
The green-
Oh,
platformed.
Matt's here?
Yeah.
Oh,
the witch.
thank God.
Yeah. Matt
Hey, buddy,
and
I'm
Ryan.
glad
Oh,
you're
man,
here,
I
'cause that
missed
Green
you.
Boobs is...
Wait,
Yeah.
Green
Too,
Boobs is
buddy.
here?
Yeah.
I think
Check
she's in
your
your house
seat.
again, and
Yeah.
she
Are you
is
kidding me?
amped.
The
She
witch
is
was here?
thirsty tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hope she doesn't come back.
She took over your...
I think she already
Duties
came.
there.
Oh, she did?
Yeah, multiple times.
Matt, what did you do to her?
She's got a thing for Canadians.
well,
I don't
just
know. I don't
applied
get
the
it,
touch.
but you know, she's into them.
Yeah.
So you know,
I think she's got a thing for one Canadian.
It's the moose knuckle, buddy.
it's never just one. If you got a type,
It's not
it's
all
illegal.
Canadians.
No.
It's not.
Just-
all.
I think it's one Canadian only.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Whatever you want to
I
tell
think it's just a
yourself.
maple, like,
Only
gets
room in
itself
that cauldron
morning.
for one
We've
Canadian.
got Matt, we've got Ryan, we've
Yep.
got John, we've got
Double,
scary
double
games,
boy
we've got
in trouble.
news, we've got Microsoft stuff people keep asking us about. We've got a typical show, but there
Oh,
will be some
Microsoft.
festivities. We've got scary movies maybe to bring up. Yeah, I think it's going to be a good show if we can get through this, okay? Do you think we can? With all four of us?
I can. I don't know if
Angry.
the witch
It's kind
comes
of like
back.
trauma.
Yeah.
We can get through this, guys. I think we can.
I think we can get through this. Let's get the housekeeping out of the way. So, of course, we have a scary game.
Oh, who's
Okay.
this other
Green
witch
Boots,
here?
I'm going to have to ask you to leave.
Yeah, Green.
Yeah.
Let's take this to the DMs, okay?
Yeah, take it to
Michelle's
the
gonna
DMs.
intro the
I need to
show.
be involved in your
Alright.
personal life.
Slide
Okay?
in later, okay?
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
Yeah,
She's really digging.
slide
Oh my
I think
God.
that's illegal in Canada. We shouldn't talk about this.
Is that an armpit? I don't know if that's an armpit or something
Oh
else.
God, what is she
She's
doing?
fucking-
I'm mad.
It's like a cauldron size, this
Call
whore.
Call me mad.
So,
okay, bye.
Okay,
We've got,
yeah, okay.
we are sponsored by Loaded.com, formerly CD
happening?
Keys. We're
Busy
giving
for-
away
Not anymore.
Silent Hill F for Steam, which is a very good scary game.
F
if you
for
want to win a
frightening.
copy. F
Perfect
for
game.
what the witch wants to do to Matt, I guess. So yeah, come on down to our Discord on videogameoutsiders.com or buy the game and save a few bucks on loaded.com. So that's Silent Hill F. We're giving that away this week. And then we've got giveaways every week from Loaded. We've got a chair to give away for Christmas. That's going to be going
That's
up soon.
right.
So
It's a
join our
really
Discord.
nice
Come
folding
chat
chair.
with us.
And
no, it's like a
if you guys
$450
wanna-
gaming
we're gonna-
chair, okay?
No, it's a Costco folding
okay.
chair.
All right, yeah, John's giving that away too personally. That's his own personal giveaway. And right now we are live on twitch.tv.
We should give away
John
more
and
furniture.
Michelle.
I think that's a great idea. So we're giving away an awesome, badass gaming
I've
chair.
got a
That's right.
Nintendo
This is-
coffee table. Like I've got a
good.
controller Nintendo game.
I do,
like,
really?
A coffee table. It's pretty awesome.
You found it on the side of the road?
Like custom made.
Oh,
That's
okay.
awesome.
No, well,
Part
it
of
cost
it.
$100. It was like a local craftsman.
That's
It's
not
pretty
bad.
cool. Take a
Officially
picture. But I'm not
licensed.
giving that away.
We'll post a picture in our
Gotta be in
Discord.
the U.S. though.
What?
Yeah, it's going to be USA only.
It's
for
definitely
our-
not officially.
Cheer
When's the
giveaway.
lieutenant going to kick down the doors there and send the Yakuza after him?
What's that guy? Someone's at the door.
Yeah, so we're on Twitch. You can come on down every Tuesday. If you miss us, we're everywhere. Oh, John, I got word from Roger and Sally. Midnight Caller is on this week. So if you want to
Oh,
listen,
yeah.
you have to
Oh,
subscribe. You get the
Listen,
weekly bonus
they
shows, the
bought a
20-year back
submarine,
catalog.
Michelle.
Oh,
I don't know
my
how
God.
I think they built it actually in their backyard.
Yeah, so they're
I think
going
it's
to
an
be
old propane
doing
tank.
some deep diving. So if
Yeah.
you want to listen to that, you can support us and get the 20-year back catalog, the weekly bonus shows like Midnight Caller. And how do they do that, John? They can listen to their player of choice now because Lipson is done. It's all about Supercast. How do they do that?
What was that?
Just
You missed
let's
the
get through the
question
start,
there.
please. Just get through the start. Go to our website at videogameoutsiders.com. Click
That's
the
right.
red dripping button.
Yeah. There's a dripping
Dripping.
red. I mean, we haven't
Yep.
cleaned it in a while. Michelle was
It's
going to
dirty.
clean it.
I was going to
all
clean it, but I
green
do
now.
enough cleaning in my real life.
Well, you
So I
got
thought,
the fantastic. I
It's
thought.
like
Yeah.
Carrie in the
I
shower
got the
scene.
Windex. Yeah. So
So go to our
press
website,
it.
videogameoutsiders.com. There's a red dripping premium button. Go ahead and click it, lick it, slam it, whatever you got to do. Go to the next page and join Club VGO,
That's right.
which is now on Supercast. Lipson and our app is done.
Yep.
So if you want all the bonus stuff, you got to go to videogameoutsiders.com. Go to the next site, page, sign up. And then once you're a member, you can listen to our entire back catalog of 20 years and then all the bonus stuff we do every single week.
And your
there's a
player
lot
choice.
of shit.
Spotify,
That's right.
Apple, Google, whatever. All right,
Yeah,
let's move
not
on. I feel like this is
Stitcher.
a meaty show. We got a lot of stuff to talk about. We got a lot of green boobs coming by, annoying the shit out of me, unfortunately. So I just want to get through this. And no chains in post. Do not add rattling in post.
What do you-
and
I don't know what
bats
you're talking
and
about.
vampires and cackling.
Shows up.
He would
Please,
never.
please do
He
not
would
do that.
never.
So how do we want to do the order here? Do we want Matt to go first as a guest,
order.
John? The order.
No,
Is that
no,
how
no.
we-
This
no,
is,
no?
it's the
Okay.
same order, but
Same
now
order.
Ryan goes last.
Okay. All right. So we're going to push the Canadians to the
Oh,
back.
it's by seniority.
Sorry, I love
Yes.
you, right?
All right. Well, let me start off really quick. I did
Only
play,
fair.
I did play Little Nightmares 3 with our friend Tedekin, and there's co-op. And this was the first time I've ever played a Little Nightmares game. He was a huge fan of the first two, and this is the first time they're doing co-op. Now you can play with AI, or you can play with a real live person, which is what I did. And I got to play off his friend's pass, so I didn't even have to buy it. So look, I'm kind of mixed on it. I thought the game had a really cool atmosphere, and it was like kind of a cool experience, especially with co-op, because what he was saying is people who are playing with the AI don't really like it, but people who are playing with their friends end up liking
What
it.
don't they like about it? Like
The
why?
AI kind of like shows you the puzzles and what to do, and it just seems to cheapen the experience.
that's
But when
lame.
you're playing with somebody, it's
solves it
just
for
a
you.
bit better. But I kind of had the experience where he was telling me what to do anyway, because like the gameplay was kind of just like jump, hang, duck, slide. Like he was just kind of telling me what to do, which is fine for me because I am the world's most impatient person, and you need patience to play this game. There's a lot of like waiting, hiding, watching for the creepy thing to go in the corner so you can pass them. Like the gameplay itself
like
is
stealth,
sort of,
you mean? Like
yeah, a little bit of stealth and waiting, and like it's not the typical thing I would play, but like they really nail the atmosphere in these games. Like just it's fun to just look around the world and look at the detail and just the setting. Have you seen them, John? Like you're in a
No.
nightmare. Okay.
I'm looking at the screenshots. I mean,
yes, Ted
is
did
it-
carry me.
Didn't
Bachelor.
Matt play this? Matt,
I think
this
you
was-
might have played
I
the
played
others.
the first two. They're like
I've
Tim
heard-
Burton-ish.
Yes,
like,
they are.
design.
I've heard the second one is the best and you can pick it up really cheap. But if you want to play co-op, the third one is out now and you can play co-op. So thank you, Tedekin, for playing with me. I'm glad
This
I got to
art style
experience.
really took off when this game came out.
Yes.
Like everybody was falling in love with this
I
type
like
of
it.
art.
Like the
and
ugly
design. It looks really cool. Like,
netherworld.
yeah,
It does
have
look
a really
cool.
nice,
That was the coolest thing.
yeah.
To me, it's more of like an experience than a game, though, because the gameplay is kind of light. I wish they went harder with the puzzles and things like that. Because all you were doing was like opening doors. It's
Is
like,
it
here's another
like-
door I got to open. I'm opening a door. Okay, duck by the door. Like
Precision platforming or
Those
no?
doors
a
can be
little
tough,
bit
though.
of platforming, but not
Yeah.
really. There's just like you both have to keep grabbing doors and opening them. And I mean, it's like cute the
it's
first
almost
time.
like point and click, but in like
Yeah.
a platforming type way.
I feel like they're leaving a lot on the table with this IP for me personally. I feel like it's like there's a lot of potential, but they don't like fulfill it. And I guess this is a different developer. The original developer of the first two went on to do like Reanimal, which is coming out soon.
Yeah.
So people were kind of mixed about that. But anyway, I think it might be cute for co-op.
Supermassive, man. They've been dropping off ever since the Quarry. They haven't released anything that's been
Yeah.
notable.
Yeah.
Oh, the Quarry.
Badger wants to know,
They put
was
a
it
lot of effort
scary?
into that,
I
though.
mean, I wasn't personally scared. No, it's a little cartoony, but I was more scared about the pressure of Ted's jump, run, slide, do this. I was like, oh my God, I'm going to mess up. I don't like this. Oh my God, I want to get this over with. So that was me just personally, but I don't think it was scary. It takes a bit to actually scare me in a game. Like, I don't know, like Alan Wake scared me, the last one, like going through the dark woods with the creepy, like that kind of scared me. But I'm not typically just scared of like little kiddie games, which is what I'd kind of call this in a way. All right, so I also played, and I know Ryan, you did too, Duet Night Abyss, and Halloween is all about the night. So I'm going to categorize this as Halloween. So this game is a PC mobile crossover RPG, had like 20 million pre-registrations. And the big thing about it was it's no character or weapon gotcha. So everything is
Now
unlocked,
wait
or
a second, because
you can
it
unlock
was
it.
gotcha, and they changed it like a month
Okay.
before it dropped. So it was
Okay.
this was totally supposed to be a gotcha game, and they removed
I've
the
been
whole
hearing
currency.
for a while it
and the
wasn't.
whole-
That's interesting. Okay. But anyway,
Or maybe not a month, but yeah, it's been a little
Okay.
bit. Anyways.
what it is right now is no character or weapon gotcha. Everything's like can be unlocked. There are tons of cosmetics. That's how they're monetizing. And you know, this game right away I could tell is extremely top notch. It is very clean. It is snappy. The combat is fast and fluid. The music is pure Near Automata Stellar Blade, so I'm in with that. Fully voice acted. I've heard from multiple people, including Boom, that it feels a lot like Warframe because you have melee and ranged guns, different combos and moves, millions of characters to fool around with different moves and different, like, there's even pets to collect in the game. They're called Genie Mons, and
There's
you
a
collect
lot,
them and
yeah.
fight with them. Like, there's so many layers. There's dice rolling with speech options. So there's some D&D going
Dice
on.
rolling with speech options.
Yeah,
What is that?
like a speech check for like D&D. Like, what's it called? It's called like a speech check or something, or whatever they call it, like a dice check, a roll check, whatever. When you're if you need like 24 int and they rolled a 50, and then your plus 24 int power like gets added to the dice that you rolled when you're doing like dialogue options, so a little bit of like Baldur's Gate in there. Just it's crazy. Everything is so good about it, except for the one little thing that gets me is there's a little bit of like the baby talk, like 1,000-year-old toddler in a mini skirt.
Yeah, that's
and, like,
literally
it's
what
a
I said
little
in
weird.
Discord.
It-
They gotta.
like,
I don't know why they have to introduce that stuff into all these like anime
Right.
style games because
Yeah.
their art style and direction is so good, and then this little
Then it comes on
human
the
pops
screen,
up, and
and
it's a,
she's just so toddler.
Oh.
He's like, Daddy, I don't really want to go there.
it
And you're just
ruins
like,
it for
why
me.
do you have knee socks on? I have
do
those knee
weird
socks.
pictures
Why do
of
you
me,
have
please.
Yeah, why do you have knee socks? Why are
Yeah.
you wearing high
Oh,
heels? I
man.
have those heels. So you don't want to see the baby in the upskirt weirdness, okay? But outside of that, like, I don't know. I've tried Woo-Wah. I've tried Zenless Zone, I believe, a little bit. I think this one is the best one I've played for me personally. Like, right away, like, being kind of pulled into the story and the characters in the world. Like, I think somebody could play this for 1,000 hours and be happy and not spend any money. Will I keep playing it? Probably not. Really not my type of thing with the combat. But the shooting felt great. The combat felt great. I mean, it's you play a lot of these things. So what's your impression of it, Ryan?
So
Kind of
that's the cool
comparing?
thing about this is with this game, it kind of takes the best of all these gacha type games and brings it into one. I'm gonna leave Zenless out of it because it's almost like it's a completely different style.
Okay.
But for all the other ones, Woo-Wah, Genshin, everything, it really blends all the mechanics, everything that they have to offer into one new game. All the stuff that like the communities have been asking for,
Okay.
and they bring it together. And how do I explain this? And they strip away the gotcha, so you can grind for everything, and it is a bit of a grind. So if you want to get a character to So 6 copies, I think, maxes out a character. You don't have to go that far with the grind, but you have the option to. And it is a bit lengthy, but that's what's going to keep you in the game. You can literally do anything. You don't have a battery reserve or an energy reserve where you can only do so much per day. You can do everything as much as you want. If you want to play the game for 24 hours, it will let you, and you can grind out characters, grind out weapons, go through these raids. I haven't gotten too far. I kind of just stepped out of the tutorial and did a little bit of that first intro.
There's like a hub town. You go out to this big open world. I think John would, of course, say it reminds me of World of Warcraft because there's a town in the world and there's quests. And yeah, and the thing is, it's not out on Steam yet, but it is on PC. It's on Epic or their own PC launcher off their website. But it's also cross-play with mobile. And I wouldn't think, if it wasn't for the menu dancing, which I've talked about that I don't like, I would never think this was a mobile game. It wouldn't enter my mind. Perfect PC support, graphics, DLSS, ultra wide, looks really good, plays smooth. The shooting felt better than Borderlands. I keep going back to that to give Borderlands a dig. Like, you would never think, like, this gaming has changed. We are in a new era of gaming when a free Chinese not gotcha game feels like this. Like, watch the fuck out, North America, because what you're making
Really,
is
for
not
real.
going to compete. And like, that's why you're seeing, 20, I'm sure 30, 50 million people end up playing this.
I think
It's kinda
this
crazy.
is going to do really well where people don't want to spend money, but they want the experience of gacha, but they're looking for a grindy game to like sink their teeth into. This hits like all those notes, and I think people are going to love it for that, and it's going to do really well in just based on that aspect alone. You don't have to spend a dime if you don't want to, and if you want to, it's cosmetic. You are kind of rolling a lottery for cosmetics, so you don't actually get to buy the stuff that you want, but you pull on a pity system just like any other gacha, but it has no benefit to your account. So there's literally no need. And they also give you pulls. You earn currency to pull on it for free. So you could get lucky and get the stuff you want. You can re-roll your account and all that stuff. So it's really cool so far. I think
I'm
it's neat.
impressed with it. Like I said, even if I don't play more, because it's not typically my type of thing, like I definitely think that for the right person who plays these types of games, like you've got to check this one out. So go get the PC launcher, go try it. I don't believe it's on any console yet. Hopefully they'll roll it out there. I know Steam is coming later, but yeah, I think it's really kind of impressed me, and it seems really like well done just overall. I've actually been enjoying collecting like the little genie mons. Like every couple of feet you're running around, you're training these pets, you're seeing what perks they give you, you're combining them, leveling up your weapons. There's like a blacksmith in your sanctuary, and there's a lot to do, and there's so many layers of progression and systems, and I don't mind a grind in a game. So, I'll
me
probably
either.
would appreciate that aspect of it, like, and playing around with the different characters. They've all been really cool. So check out Duet Night Abyss. I think it's really well done.
There's a lot of free codes roaming around for the release. You get a ton of materials and currency, so look those up as well. They're all over the place.
Yep.
So this is
check
yet
that out.
another one of these like China developed mobile and PC games.
This could be an $80 game. Like, I don't know. Like, if you got rid of the menu dancing, like, you feel like with the voice acting, and it is, and stories, and there's,
with the menu
go into
dancing
dungeons,
too, Michelle, you
but-
really do get used to it. Like, I noticed that with Zenless, because that's where I have the most experience. I was so overwhelmed by the menus, but after a week, you know where everything is.
Get
It's
it.
all
Yeah, you
right
get
there.
what it
It's just
is.
overwhelming at first. Like, even with that other one we played, Swords of Candelaria, that one had like a million different menus, right? This is it's the same thing. You're
It's the
gonna know
same
where everything
thing.
is.
I'm
week.
tired of claiming everything. Just let me just
I
click
know, there's
claim
so much to
all,
claim.
okay? I don't look.
So many
I
red
don't want to do
dots.
this anymore. I don't, fuck you and your red dots, okay? But it's actually a really well done game outside of that. Now, something that I didn't think was well done, and I saw it getting bad reviews, but I still had this urge to play it. Okay, it's Plants vs Zombies Replanted HD. Came out for $20. And I saw people bitching, oh, it's AI upscaling graphics. Why did they even bother doing this?
Is it really AI upscale?
Yeah, they just, But the thing that made me laugh is they were bragging about ultra wide support. You get in there and they just added like plant art on the side instead of black
like a
bars.
frame.
Exactly. So it was not what they promised.
I
And
hate
then-
when games do that, by the way.
Yeah.
They just put some art on the sides and
and then they didn't even do any, you know how in Hearthstone there were like interactives on the map and you could click on things like, so they didn't even do anything to the map itself. It was just the same static, old game.
straight up port.
Straight up port with AI upscaled art. They plopped it down for
That's
$20.
cynical.
And you know what? I just wanted to pull my hair out playing it after a few runs. I was like, this worked then, but they didn't. You guys have to do something. You can't just release it with AI upscaled graphics and not like bring it up to date a little bit.
Right.
And
do
so
kids
I could
even
see,
know what Plants vs. Zombies is?
No, but I mean, I had a good time with it, but it was so easy.
Do you even call them mobile games anymore?
Yeah, it was a lazy port, old school for sure. And I can see why it's getting shit on. I don't think it's worth it for that price. You know, you might as well just play the old one. What do they do? It looks a little crisper. I mean, it's not worth it at all. So I would pass on Plants vs. Zombies Replanted personally. And then I got a lot of gifted games this past week on Steam. I'll have to talk about them on our next Micro VGO, which will be after Midnight Caller. So thank you, though, to Matt, Barfy Man, Boom Tap, and anybody else that gifted me a game last week. I will get to it next week when I can. And then I wanted to ask all you guys, and maybe we'll do it at the end of our 10-second spotlights. What is a Halloween movie recommendation? Something different, not the typical go watch Freddy Krueger that you would recommend for people, TV show or Halloween. For me, and I think I mentioned this last year, I do like watching the old Batman cartoon movie, The Long Halloween, part 1 and 2 from 2021. Yeah, because it's like lesser known that a lot of people have never even seen, but it's Batman kind of as a detective. And I kind of like when he's in that role. And it's just kind of done in like this Halloween, like there's murders going on like during Halloween and for every holiday. And I think so. I recommend The Long Halloween part 1 and 2 from 2021. It's an old Batman cartoon because that's when they were good. And I am just drinking. Oh, what's in my fridge?
Oh, double segment
What's
tonight.
in your fridge?
Okay,
Matt, if you're not aware, this is a new segment we're doing here.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Well,
What do I
I
have
did
to prep?
mention this in Discord that I was getting in the mood to make, and I like to do this on Halloween. I make, they're sometimes called Muddy Buddies, but they're also called Puppy Chow. Okay, so when I make them at home, I make
my
them
mom
with just
makes that shit
yeah,
all
I make
the
them
time.
with just a little bit of peanut butter. I don't do the full dose. So what is it? Melted chocolate, Chex Mix, a little bit of peanut butter, and then you roll it in like a tiny bit of powdered sugar. I have mine in the fridge. I find them very, very addicting, and I think they're better than the ones you can just buy in a bag because mine are like light on the peanut butter.
I gotta get some of those.
Look, I eat chocolate year round, but when Halloween comes around, that's just my excuse to eat candy. It's a lot of people's excuses to dress like a slut. For me, it's an excuse to eat more chocolate. So I made the puppy chow. I'll be consuming the puppy chow.
Why not both?
Yeah, why not both? Yeah, combine them. So that's what I'll be doing later. No, but that's it for me. I'm just drinking an orange drink, Sunkist Zero for Halloween. John?
Yeah, I played some spooky shit.
Good.
Wait, you didn't play anything spooky?
Yes, I did.
Did you?
I
did you
played
set
Little
it up?
Nightmares. Little Nightmares is a scary game.
But you didn't
Zombies
set it
is a
up as
scary
spooky
game.
ever.
I did. Duet Night Abyss I said the night was scary. What are you
Those
talking
chicks
about?
look like they're in
Alright.
Halloween costume. They look like witches.
Yeah.
It's kind of cool.
Yeah. What are you talking about?
I
Because you
know,
played Ninja Gaiden. Is that scary, or do people dress
It
as
is.
ninjas
I don't
for
know what's
Halloween?
behind that mask. Who's in there?
I
don't
like
know.
a mask.
gory,
you know?
too.
'Cause what's behind the mask is probably worse than the mask. So tell me about Ninja Gaiden. Is it shit?
So I played some Call of Duty quite a bit
Jesus
actually the
Christ.
past week. Now,
Don't bury it.
Ryan,
Please.
I'm
Back
addicted.
on the dude.
I'm addicted to Stakeout, dude. That's all I've been playing like
How
solo.
is that
Oh, yeah.
Halloween?
And
Ryan, don't
it's
engage with
because the
him. Cut
people
him
in that
off.
are scary. Like,
Cut him off.
like if you're not careful, you're gonna be fucked up. But I switched to that like light machine gun that looks like an AR that has like a 100-round mag in it.
John, shut up. Who
That is
cares?
so fucking fun, dude. Highly recommended. And then, hey, you know what happened today, Ryan?
Yes, John.
You do?
No, I'm asking you. What happened today?
Red Sec came out.
Yeah, I saw that. So the Battlefield 6 Battle Royale, and they released a couple maps alongside it as well.
Yeah, the
looks pretty cool.
The season 1 started. Now, I was going to play it before the show, and they don't have solos. I'm like,
What?
yeah, it's only duos and quads. And
I hate it when companies do that.
I know. And you can't like
So Michelle, you've had a Call of Duty friend, eh? This is
Oh my god! I do not ever
Well, this
want
is
to hear
big
about
news,
Call
though.
of Duty
Red
again.
Sec-
this is a
On our
big deal
This
Halloween
is
though.
show.
Battlefield.
So okay, so I
have
know
a
what people are
headache.
saying. I know what people are saying about. I'm gonna play. By the way, I'm playing Red Sec after the show.
Who
I
cares?
texted.
Like,
I
split
texted
up
my
and
friend Matt
people, like, go
McCarthy,
one way,
Michelle.
another-
Yeah,
And,
well, my friend David and I agree that you should shut the fuck up about that. And Ryan, your friend Billy, right? He's really. What does he think about this? Because let's get Billy's opinion. Okay.
I haven't touched
Let's not
COD
trade
in
Billy
yeah.
months.
no, I'm talking about
But how-
Battlefield.
yeah, but how does
yeah.
Billy
No, I
feel
know.
about it?
I know.
Yeah.
No,
Well,
so this new Battlefield looks cool. I have not jumped into Battlefield for a couple weeks, but
I haven't either.
I do have a few friends that want to play Red Sec, and it looks like a good battle royale. But like, I'm kind of sick of battle
Well,
royale.
I guess here's what's different. This is my understanding. Okay, the ring that's shrinking. If you touch it, you die instantly. I believe that's what I'm reading. I haven't tried it though. And then all the vehicles that are on the map. So Like, can I get in a helicopter and just fly
Yeah, you
around
can.
in a battle royale?
Yeah, you can, and a tank and all that.
Okay, well,
it's pretty cool the way they've kind of it's like a big war zone. So
Yeah.
you take their big maps, put everybody on teams of 4, and that's pretty much what it is.
Right.
Last man standing as
Yeah.
usual. But it's got a new twist, kind of like I don't see people running and gunning that often. I watched a few streamers playing,
Yeah.
and they're playing more tactically, which is what Battlefield is about.
Right.
To kind of get in that immersive like role playing mode of being a soldier. So, and I think that's what this is going to bring to the table compared to Call of Duty and Fortnite and all that. So
Right.
I'm excited to jump into it.
Yeah, I'm excited to get. Listen, I haven't really fully dove into Battlefield 6. I haven't because Matt's been away, Michelle, and so we haven't really played.
Gives a fuck about your fucking friends? They're not on the show, all right? Because I'm gonna be coming with what my friends think of every game next week. You just wait, okay? Yeah.
But
John,
Ryan, you
what
know,
else?
there's one thing though that I kind of screwed
Oh
up
my
last
God.
time.
Oh
There
my
is
God.
actually a server browser
God.
besides the portal thing in Battlefield 6.
Okay, that's what I thought. Okay,
Yeah.
so that's okay. That's good.
And I guess you can start your own server, and then if it will shut down within 7 days if no one is in
That's
there.
spooky.
It's frightening,
That's scary,
right?
yeah. You don't want to lose anything. I've lost stuff before in games. It's very spooky.
yeah.
Now, why don't you tell us about Ninja
Now
Gaiden?
listen, Michelle, I have to ask you a question, honest question.
No, I don't want to be involved.
Have you
Yeah.
ever wanted to be a pumpkin?
No, I don't want to be a fucking pumpkin.
No,
Why do I
a
wanna be
real pumpkin. A real pumpkin.
Why? So somebody can eat me?
No,
what do you want me to be a pumpkin
let's-
for?
Hold on now. I do.
Now, okay,
I
Matt,
do.
Okay.
thank you for
Well,
entertaining
you
me.
asked the
Now,
wrong
let's-
Pumpkin
person,
Jack?
okay?
Let's sit
Yeah.
down here and really think about what a pumpkin is and what a pumpkin does.
thought
It's a
it all through.
gourd.
Okay.
Makes
All right,
pie.
now
Do you want
let's just
someone to
say
take your head off and dig your body
No,
out?
no, no,
Is that
no.
what
Okay,
you want?
or
The
let's just
seeds
say
and the
you-
flesh and the guts?
let's talk about this for real. You're a wild pumpkin.
Yeah, it's kind
Okay.
of a fetish.
No.
And you've grown in like an area of the forest that really no one ever goes to. You're not going to be found. Okay.
I love how you set
Like
up a
in
game
Snoopy.
before saying
Right.
what the game is. It's some stupid fucking Halloween game where you were a pumpkin in
Oh,
a, in
the
the
listeners
woods.
love it.
Yeah, it's
I
called
know.
Pumpkin Simulator, Michelle. Okay.
Oh,
Oh my God.
And in this game,
David has pumpkins.
you are a pumpkin, which is very Halloween and spooky.
Of course.
Okay.
Yeah.
But you're a pumpkin that just like grew in the forest somewhere, and
Did you
no
just
one ever
Google
comes.
So
pumpkin and play the first
last
game
week
that come
he
up for
was
the
a
show.
fucking lighthouse, and now he's a pumpkin.
Yes. So in this game,
Oh,
you're a
keeper.
pumpkin. You can't hear, so there's no sounds because pumpkins don't have
yeah,
ears.
they don't have
okay.
ears.
So it's just dead
Well,
silence.
you don't have any
okay?
consciousness, so you
Well, hang
technically
on, let
aren't
me-
a pumpkin.
You have ears. What are you talking
Well,
about?
let me explain too. There's two
All
modes.
pumpkins have
there's,
ears.
there's two modes in this game. There's arcade and there's simulation. Okay. Now, if you play the arcade mode, you see the pumpkin on the ground. You can move the camera around, and that's it. That's all you can do. The pumpkin doesn't move. It doesn't walk. It doesn't talk. It doesn't grow. It's just a score is being tallied every second the game is on. That's it. That's the whole game. Okay. And you just sit there and let it run, and you see how long you can tolerate it. Okay. And then
How long can I
That's
tolerate
the
this
game.
review?
And then, now listen to this though. In the simulation mode, okay, the pumpkin doesn't have eyes. Pumpkins can't see, so it's just black. The screen's black. That's it.
Oh my god! Really?
I'm so happy this is a free game and you didn't spend
It's-
money on this.
Why would you bring this up? Do you know how much shit I play every week I don't bring up?
There's
Just as a
achievements.
courtesy to our listeners.
Wait. There's achievements.
Now-
be a pumpkin for 100 hours is one of the achievements. You should go for it.
Well,
I
you
should
turn
go
the
for
game
it.
on, yeah.
Now they do
Holy
have
crap.
DLC.
So
you
John,
can get
why don't you tell us about Ninja Gaiden 4?
Now,
Is
wait.
it actually good?
I want to talk about the DLC because it's on sale right now.
No.
So you could replace the boring pumpkin with no eyes with one that has eyes glowing for 69 cents right now. So I'm wondering if I should buy that
69.
DLC. Yeah.
Yeah.
But you literally just sit there in a pumpkin patch and do nothing.
That's all I
It's
have
a
seen in the
screensaver, exactly.
in the
So it's not a game.
It's a screensaver.
in the 2 hours I let it run, or hour and a
no,
half,
it is a
whatever,
game.
nothing happened. Okay, the score just went up. That's it. Every second it went up 1 point.
And why is it worth bringing up then? You
Listen, if that
press-
fire-
Because it's
Firewalk
a
is a
fucking
game. This is a
Halloween
game.
game.
I don't give a shit.
Oh, Maddie, hello.
Hey, brother. Hey, look, this is a game. Can you move the camera?
You can.
Can you move the camera around?
Why do you guys entertain
you
him? Why am
move
I
the-
the only one who tells John to shut the fuck up? Do not entertain this man.
Well, no, look.
It's not my
Because
place.
I was,
Yes, it is.
I was
Embrace
blasted
it.
when I said the walking simulator Fire Tower Firewatch wasn't
Yeah.
a game. But this
Yeah.
is the same amount
This is
of
worse than that.
gameplay. So
No,
It's a
way
fucking
less than
Halloween game.
No, it's
Michelle,
not a game.
Can we have some fun?
It's not a game. No, we
It
can
is.
have some fun because I've been asking
It
you
says
to review
right
the
here
game
on
you're supposed to
Steam
review.
about
and you keep
this
talking about you're a
game.
pumpkin. Do I want to be a
Pumpkin
pumpkin?
Simulator is a game in which you
I
can
think
become
John
a
is the
pumpkin.
worst game reviewer ever to host a podcast. Okay, I turned the game on and you can't see, and it was black. Should I buy the 69-cent DLC? Is all I know.
Yes,
about this
I want to know this. Should I do it?
because you
Do you
can
think?
see. You're unlocking the ability to see.
I don't know. Actually, I don't know that. I think it could be cosmetic.
All right.
I don't.
Well, you know
I
what?
don't know.
We'll figure that out next week. Hold tight, guys.
Okay. Now listen, Phil
Cliffhanger.
did us a big one, a big solid here. Okay. Yeah.
You just played a big solid shit
Yeah.
of a game, the pumpkin. All right, so Ninja
So,
Gaiden 4, right?
I've always liked Ninja Gaiden. I like, especially the first Xbox One. I just have so many fond memories of it. And this game just kind of like came out like out of nowhere for me. I didn't realize this was like a brand new game that just dropped. And it's Ninja Gaiden 4. It's developed by Platinum with Team Ninja. Now Platinum, does like Bayonetta and all that shit. So it's got some of that in here. And so it's like a new ninja guy. It's not Ryu. It takes place sometime after Ryu like killed this dark dragon, but he's not fully dead. And you're like kind of the younger new ninja who's got to basically rescue or actually have to go kill this priestess. There's a whole thing that goes on here, okay? And you have to eventually you have to take down these 5 nodes. That's the game, okay? And to take down a node, you have to go through an entire level, get to the end, kill a boss and waves of bad guys, and then you have to do that like 5 times. And it takes place in this futuristic Tokyo. I was smiling instantly the minute I turned this game on. Like, it's so cool. It's so badass. It's so
Is
fluid.
it cyberpunky?
Yeah, it is. It's like a futuristic, like super futuristic Tokyo. Yeah. So it has automatically cyberpunk vibes. But it's got that fluid Team Ninja combat. It's tons of combos. It's parries. It's dodging. It's all that shit. But then you have this other ability. You basically turn into this other form. That then it has a slower attack, but it's more lethal. But you use that to counter these blood. Michelle, what's happening?
What are you blaming me for? You're going to say I put a
killing
spell
your
on you,
voice.
whatever you always say with my bag of tricks.
My mouth is so dry right now from the witch.
Your green witch is killing your voice.
I think you need to calm down.
I
You
know.
talk
I
about
lost
every
the
game like
ability.
you haven't
I lost
eaten
the
for a week and it's a fucking piece of ham.
I lost
Okay,
the
you need to take
ability
a breath.
talk.
Take a breath.
I got a drink. All right.
Now,
Was this
is
the game that everyone was saying was like PS3 graphics? Is this one, or is that like a different one? I thought.
I mean, maybe you could say that. I mean, everything's
cool.
Everything's kind of shiny and like remember like the first Perfect Dark on Xbox 360 where they
sheen.
Looks like Devil May Cry 5.
Yeah. But anyway, you have like the secondary form, which is called the Blood Raven, and you squeeze the left trigger, and that allows you to break attacks from like the bad guys, but you have a slower attack when you do it, and there's a separate meter for it. There's tons of these currencies that are in the game. You earn XP to upgrade your weapons like on the fly. There's like this little kiosk you go to that has a shop and gives you like side missions, which are kind of like you just grab all the missions it gives you, and you'll just start completing them accidentally. Like kill 20 of these guys, kill this
I don't
boss.
like that's stupid.
What's that?
Accidental completion. I don't like it.
There's a joke.
You're playing the
There's a joke
game,
there.
though. I see what John's saying. It's not accidental.
Listen, some of us have a problem that we're working on.
I like to be warned.
Well, like, okay, so like I had this one mission to kill this boss, okay? And I saw like this alleyway that went to the right, and then the main way obviously went to the left. So I explored to the right, and all of a sudden I encountered this guy at the end of the alley, and that was a mission I had, okay? And I killed him, and I got some coins, Like there's that kind of shit in the missions. Like you have to capture like these little Pokemon type guys, and they're hidden around the level. There's chests everywhere, so you really need to explore, and you have to explore because you need these elixirs for health because the game's
Is there
hard.
gear and loot and weapons and inventory?
Yes,
It's because you
yes.
had said that
Yeah.
Ninja Gaiden inspired Neo. So
I think so. Yeah,
But this is more linear. This is a story.
this is very linear. Yeah.
okay,
Yeah.
but you're swapping gear and things.
Well, yes, you have different weapons that you're going to get. You have your main weapons, which are the 2 katanas, and then you're going to get other weapons that you could switch later. I have a grappling hook right now. I'm actually at that second node and the first like serious fucking boss, and I could not beat him. was playing till about 15 minutes before the show. I died like 12 times. So like, and you can play like there's different modes. Like you could play easy and normal, and there's like some super hard mode. I'm playing on normal, and it's fucking tough. And you have to manage your fucking health like crazy.
Or your
and
shit.
I probably am, Michelle.
Yeah. Well, it's a good Game Pass game for you, right? Because you'd never play.
It's
so.
great. No, actually, I don't know. I was thinking about that because I think I would buy this game.
Okay.
Maybe. Just because I like Ninja Gaiden.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Ryan, is this is something you would like, right?
I think I would enjoy playing it. I did like Devil May Cry 5. I thought that was a really nice one. And it's kind of got like that action combat going for it with, and like Michelle said, you go through the levels and you're upgrading things as you go, but it's very linear. I think it would be a really fun
you're
playthrough, just
upgrading.
like a one playthrough type thing for me.
There's
Yeah.
like 4 different currencies in this. Like there's XP for the individual weapons, and then you have like this other currency that you use to like upgrade all the weapons overall, and then you have an item shop with all the elixirs, and then the missions. I'm trying to think of all the little, because there's like these little kiosks and people that you meet that show up in the level, and they become like little stores, or upgrade places.
Yeah, almost like the Resident Evil where you meet the shop and you upgrade and you move forward. You meet them again later down the road.
Yes.
Very Devil May Cry. I think I would definitely enjoy it. I do like the way it looks. It looks pretty badass. So
Yeah, I actually like it quite a bit. So, and it runs great on the PC and the Xbox. On PC, it does have ultra wide, which I was happy to see. DLSS and like 240 frames it will support, which is unusual for a lot of these Japanese games.
Yeah, that's good. Hopefully
Yeah.
they're getting on board the future.
So that's it for me. I'm drinking a kit,
okay. I don't know what that is.
a Kit Golden.
What's
So
in your
and-
fridge, John,
and
really
a-
quickly?
we need a horror recommendation as well.
Yes, and your horror rec. Not horror.
What's in your fridge?
Horror rec.
There's a lot of leftover food. My mom was here, and it was out of
Yeah.
control.
I saw
Cooking.
meatballs in the Discord.
Oh yeah, saw frozen pizzas.
There's
Yeah.
brajal.
Okay.
The pizza never got cooked. It's in the freezer.
Okay.
You saved that for a rainy day.
She wanted me to have that that Detroit style pizza.
You had
So,
the Michael's
yes.
of Brooklyn sauce.
I did.
saw. Okay.
It was great.
Good.
It really was awesome.
Good. I've had
Um,
that. Yeah.
So that's what's in my fridge.
All
Now,
right.
horror movies, like,
Yes.
there's one movie that sticks out to me as like the scariest movie I ever saw. Now, I don't know if I would think that today. I saw this movie like on VHS or maybe HBO like in the 80s,
Okay.
and it was Hellraiser. And I was at a friend's
Oh,
house.
yeah.
They
That's
put it
Oh,
on.
Hellraiser.
Good flick.
Yeah.
Good flick.
It scared the living fuck out of me. Like,
Pinhead.
the-
is
That would
scary.
What do they call
traumatize
those,
me as a child
necrophites?
for sure.
like Chatterbox
What are
and
the monsters called?
the Pinhead
Oh,
guy.
Pinhead.
And
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
we
always
had a
kind of
name
had a
for-
crush on Pinhead for some reason as a kid. I
Really?
liked the bad guy because I thought they could keep me
Someo's got that
safe.
kink for those.
No, yeah,
pins.
because I felt like he was scary, so nobody could
Bald
hurt me if he was on my
Satanist
side.
chains.
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. So,
Yeah.
but that's a scary movie.
He was capable.
Yeah, it is good.
for
Very
sure.
good movie.
I wonder what it would be like
Yeah,
to
he's
see
capable.
it now.
Who's gonna
John,
fuck
there's
with
a
you if you're
remake that
dating
came
Pinhead?
out a few years back.
Yeah.
There's a remake
No.
and there's a new game coming out. It's a single player experience, and I think it has some multiplayer stuff too.
Is that
Looks
right?
Really good. Oh yeah.
Mhm.
The trailer has boobs in it too. Go watch it.
All right, so wait, Matt's next. Matt, what did you do? I know you played Outer Worlds and stuff. I was excited to hear about that.
Oh man, it's been a while since we chatted,
Yes.
right? So, man, where do I start? Well, I haven't played too many games. I now play games like month-long blocks.
Yeah.
I just like dive into games. So I did that with Silk Song for a little while.
Oh yeah.
Oh man.
And I put like 20 decent hours in. And I just got to a point where
Nice.
like this is not fun for me anymore.
Uh-oh.
It was one of the. It's one of those games where like I know if I like hit my head against this wall, I could finish this, but I was not having fun anymore. Like
yeah,
it
you
just was
definitely
a
have
boss
to do
rush.
that.
Like it got to a point where it was just like one boss rush after another, and like I'd done all the exploration. It was just like, all right, here's another 2 days I'm going to spend on this asshole. So yeah, brilliant game, but it's not my thing right now. Maybe I'll come back to it. What else? Oh, Ball Pit that just came out. Is my new obsession.
Man,
Have you guys
Ball
played
Pit.
this?
Obsessed.
Yep.
I'm obsessed.
Holy shit, man!
All right,
I am,
honest question though.
Yeah.
Isn't it just kind of repetitive, that combat?
No.
Really?
No.
No,
I was
going
gonna bring it up in
they
my
unlock
segment,
new play
but
styles.
We'll let Matt talk.
Okay.
Well, we can both talk too, but they like each player you unlocks almost a totally different play style, right? So you're
Yeah.
playing one of them's like more of an Arkanoid type guy, another one's like your ball goes through, so you're more like playing off the back end. and you unlock these different buildings that add different kind of modifiers to the game as well. There's a new game plus mode, and there's so much variety. And I'm at the point now where my games are just a light show. Like it lulls me into a weird zone because there's so many flashing lights going on. I don't know. What's your experience with this?
I'm not there yet. So, I was going to tie it to Halloween because the whole story about this is a meteor fell on Babylon and destroyed the town and filled this massive meteor pit with monsters. Okay, so these treasure hunters come along, they find this big pit, and they build this mechanism to bring them up and down the pit, and they fight the monsters.
Right.
Now, they start building their town where the building aspect comes in, and that was the one thing I didn't really like at first was the whole town building thing. But as soon as it kind of clicked, it is a little tedious, but as soon as it clicked, I loved it. Now I can't wait to get through a run to come back and move my shit around, bounce the workers off all the stuff to upgrade my buildings and all that, get my bonus buffs and like scaling, so you can upgrade all your scaling from D all the way to S. Great little concept for a mini game in between runs. Now the runs, so normally in like Vampire Survivors, Mega Bonk, all these different, whenever you unlock a character, they just kind of give you a new starting weapon, which these weapons are obtainable through every run anyways. Now, what this game does different is each character actually does something different. So some characters will shoot balls out of their back and it'll come from the top of the screen. Some will have two people shooting balls. Yeah, the whole game is about balls. You fuse balls, you evolve
balls.
Game
Balls
is
are
a ball
scary,
joke, by
guys.
the
You
way.
said this.
Yes.
It's very scary for Halloween.
You fuse evolved balls and you evolved
Okay.
fuse balls and
There's a.
I mean, I like the evolve and the
guy.
fuse balls, but I thought, okay, I didn't unlock any more characters than the first one, but I was like, this is really.
You got to give it more. It's
I can see that it's Vampire Survivors ish, but I didn't like being in that lane and just trying to take down the things that are coming at me.
The loop is, but it gets so satisfying. The loop gets amazingly satisfying, and then.
But I had some light shows
Where
going.
you just do like.
But when I was fusing the balls, I was like, okay, I can see how this is cool. You know, I'm starting to feel OP. You know, a little bit.
Yeah.
John, where the game kind of takes you is with the scaling. Like once you get these buildings that unlock scaling, and you increase the scaling for all your characters. Each character levels up on their own, so they get stronger individually. You also get stronger based on what buildings you have in your town. You get better attack, better speed. Your balls do more damage. You shoot more baby balls. There's tons of different things that make you stronger. And I think at the very beginning, you are very weak, so it does feel a bit lackluster. But it kind of picks up. Like once you complete like 10 runs, you are so strong, and then you really start to mess with the build.
Once you feel
and
that
the combination.
Power. Yeah,
sure. And by the way, this is another Phil gift.
What?
It was such a gift. I just played it on a whim, and it sucked me in the first night.
Oh, Game Pass.
The only thing that sounds cool to me is
fantastic
managing the
Love
town.
it.
It's because you said, Ryan, that was the bad part.
I was going to say,
I'm kind
Michelle,
of interested in that. Yeah.
Oh no, I'm totally on board with
Okay.
it now. I love it now. Yeah.
I may try.
I hated it
I
at
spent
first.
a whole hour over the weekend shifting everything so it looked
Good.
cool. Like, I'm like, okay, now that I got all my buildings, I'm going to build like an industrial zone over here, a residential zone over here.
So we didn't really describe how it works, Matt. So you have the Brickbaker game that the whole game is based on, but your town is also Brickbaker. So you strategically
You
place
gotta
your
bounce
buildings and
the
your farms
workers
and
off
everything,
the
and then you
wall.
bounce your workers off. You get one go at the start, and eventually you can buy more goes. But you basically have to shoot all your workers through your town to collect like your wood and your stone and your currency. But you also, every time you hit a building that's under construction, you progress it,
Contribute to
and
its
build it,
completion,
contribute to it.
basically.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly. That's a great game.
I would compare it. No, I would compare it. It's almost twin stick shooterish to me because
it looks it.
you can move throughout the play field. And it's the only thing is your enemies are just dropping down from the top down, and you only have a limited time before they reach you. But to me, it's very twin stick shooter in terms of like just think of the balls as your guns, different types of guns and variants and different ammo, right? I think that's what's hooking me. Anyways, it's mesmerizing.
Well, it's like a shmup, like in that
it's a good
lane,
one.
like right, like
Yeah, people
The
are
ending
comparing
of
to
this game
Vampire
is the trickiest
Survivors,
thing I've ever seen,
twin
too.
stick shooters. It is. It is.
Yeah, it is.
what's that, man?
The ending to this game, like if you
the
ever get to the ending, it is just.
else. Sorry.
Oh, it's just. I just was in my couch for like 10 minutes. I think I like blacked out for an hour. It's just, you'll understand when you see the ending.
Awesome.
I finished Chronos because I love Dead Space, and someone said Chronos is going to be a good way to scratch that itch. It was decent. It was like a good 7 out of 10 for me. It's got a big, huge cult following. People are saying it's the best new Dead Space game out there. But to me, it was a little too confined, a little too samey in terms of the environments. It was just all like dingy power station, dingy hospital, dingy apartment buildings. Like there was no big set pieces like Dead Space. There was no different gameplay sections like when you're in like a 0G, or just kind of plodding along as this giant fish tank guy. What do they call him? No, diver suit guy.
Yeah.
And the story's kind of cool. Did you guys play this as well?
Ryan did.
I played a good chunk of a good couple hours of it.
Yeah.
I thought it was really cool.
How'd you feel?
I didn't get into like the deep mechanics of it, but I think I compared it to Dead Space and Resident Evil in that way. I felt it looked really good. It got a really eerie vibe to it, really dark and spooky. Good for this time of year.
Sure.
Great. It needs a mix up in the genre, right? We need more competitors into the Resident Evil Silent Hill scene.
I fully support this.
Yeah.
I want a sequel to this because I think Bloober Team, because they did Silent Hill 2, the remake.
Yeah.
I think I was expecting more because Silent Hill 2, the remake, was to me excellent. So this game was a little less, it hit me a little less than Silent Hill 2. So I was like, oh, okay, whatever. Maybe it was, I don't know. I think with sequel, they're going to like crank it up a notch. I think this was like proof of concept.
There's
it's
a
good
lot of
story, it's a good
lore
universe.
and tidbits that they leave around the world, and like they really build
It's a
on their
trippy
story.
plot,
And
for
yeah.
sure. Yeah. If you've seen Tenet, you might be able to pick it up. Don't ding me, John.
What?
I think he's just saying,
guest now. You
okay,
can't
tell
ding
us
your
about
guests.
Outer Worlds 2, because you're playing early.
No, I want very, very quickly, Michelle. I got 2 horror games that I want to
Okay.
bring to the table because I downloaded 2 demos.
Good.
Final Sentence. This is a demo that I found on
Yeah.
Oh
the
yeah, yeah. What'd you think of that,
It's
man?
fun, man. First of all, I'm a good typer, but it's hard. Like in that situation
Pressure.
with like the mood music going on and like a gun pointed to your head.
Right.
It's pressure. I won 1 round, so I was proud of that. But I was making like the shittiest mistake. You do feel the stress in this game. I don't know how they're going
Kinda.
to extend this into like.
But
Kinda,
you're playing mostly against bots. Is it still like that? Like,
Am I?
yeah.
Yes.
For real? I thought I was doing really good.
Yeah. I love the idea.
maybe.
I wish there was a little bit more to the concept because I think it's a great fucking idea.
I think less is more these days.
This is a
in these
great
games.
first.
Yeah.
It's all about one thing.
Yeah,
doing
that's true.
one
But
thing.
you need different locations, or there's something like even after 5 rounds, I'm like,
That's
okay,
what
what's
I'm
next?
saying.
Like, what's the next mechanic?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. That's
Like,
what I'm getting.
what if you can type on the side like little commands that like sabotage someone else's game? Like if you finish,
Oh,
your
you
line
got like a
quick enough,
power
you
up
can
or
type.
something, or some
Yeah.
kind of buff, or
Yeah,
right.
or you type stuff,
You
or
do a
cheats,
sequence like in
or you can look
Helldivers,
to the
you know,
side.
you're up,
Mhm.
up, down, downing to try to drop a bomb on their keyboard.
Something like that. A little more, because I'm pretty good at this game, so I had a lot of downtime. I was looking for something to do in the downtime. So,
Okay.
and then there is Welcome to the Dark Place, which is a text-based adventure that surprised the shit out of me. It's for free. You can play it on the Steam, and this is a game where I'm like, okay, I'll play 10 minutes. It's gonna be over. I was like a half hour into this thing, and I was reading like the community hub. People are making maps. This is a full-on. The developer took like 8 years to make this text-based adventure. And what's cool about it is the audio. Every just place you go has the full audio experience. So if you enter a house, you hear the house noises. If you enter like a ballroom, you hear people talking. It's really well done. It really, and there's little animated scenes, like very tiny animated
But
scenes.
you're
Sometimes
clicking
that
on
kinda
go north,
punctuate.
go west, go east, go south. You're not typing like the old school
Yeah,
days.
choose
Because I
your
used
own
to watch my
adventure.
sister
Yeah.
play Zork or something.
Well, that
You're
was the
watching
magic
her-
of Zork,
Sure.
Michelle, trying
Yeah,
to
she
figure
would
out
play
what
that.
it wanted you to say.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, or Police Quest, right?
Yep.
Or like
Well,
King's
no,
Quest
those were
too.
figuring
like
out what to
Zork.
type
Yeah.
was always fun with those.
Police Quest was like that.
Well,
this is a
that
really
had
cool
visuals, though.
free
Hacker
game.
was my favorite one.
You're right. It had visuals. What about, remember The Realms? Something of the Realms. It was one of the first text-based multiplayer games. Something of the Realm. Okay, whatever. Outer Worlds 2. So I did pay for early access because
Okay.
I love the first one. I was really excited. I had the whole weekend, so I'm like, I want to play this game, and I get the DLC too. So I started last Thursday, and I immediately, like, I thought I was kind of burnt out with the open world games after Death Stranding. Like, that really did a number on me. Like, I can't really play an open world game again. I'm just too tired with, like, the checklist stuff. But this game is really good at just organically getting you involved in trouble. Like you walk up and it's almost like every NPC is scripted. Every NPC has their whole story. You can get involved with it. It takes you all throughout the first opening island. There's so many different ways to attack every single situation. This game really respects the role playing, and it kind of punishes you too, because in like Baldur's Gate 3, you can always respec whenever you want to min-max any situation. This game, it locks you into decisions. It locks you into certain character types. So if you're not building your strength, you're not going to be able to get into that area, or you're going to
like that
die
in an
super
RPG
quickly.
though. It makes it feel worthwhile to make a choice. You need it.
It does. This game has weight to it. So like there are a lot of times where I'm like, this is a terrible decision I have to make. Just like the first one, like someone's gonna get hurt in this. So where am I morally? And the game reacts to it. It'll keep on bringing up your decisions. Things will actually change, like just the way people talk to you or actual full-on events. It's a really dense, interconnected RPG. I think they did a really good job with it.
And it's coming to
Is it
Game
a
Pass
massive-
too,
I
as
thought-
well.
Is
right?
it? I'm sorry,
Yes.
Mr.
Yep.
Is it a massive improvement over the last one?
An insane improvement.
Really?
Just like Miles.
The first one
Miles
kind of had a
above it.
rocky start, didn't it?
I think
People
Michelle
weren't
and I
big
didn't
fans
like
at the
it, and
beginning.
Matt did,
yeah,
if
we
I
didn't
recall.
like it. Matt did. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I platinumed the shit out of that. It was a janky. It was a bit of a janky
Yeah.
indie game, right? But this is, and a review kind of made the irony make sense. Like this is a game about anti-capitalism produced by Microsoft, right? Or like sold through the Game Pass store. So it's kind of
Oh, come on.
funny
People are looking too deeply
playing
into
this game.
this. Just like you.
no, but it is kind of funny playing this game that makes fun of monopolies and like greed. You get because I bought I got the early release, so I got a perk called consumerism that gets me discounts.
Well, yeah,
Since I
looking at
bought
this
it, because you
$100
have-
price tag to
yeah.
play early does not look attractive to me. I would probably try this on Game Pass.
No, it was
if I could.
$30 for me. It was
Okay.
$30 for me because I had
Well-
Game Pass, so I spent the extra.
Okay, so you just did the little extra.
And by the way, they
I
were.
know.
I've never seen this before. I turned my Xbox on, and there was a screen about getting that game
Yeah.
right now. Like it took over the whole
Oh.
screen. I've never seen it
Yeah,
before.
see,
I
I
have it for
don't,
Ninja
I don't
Gaiden,
like
too.
that. I don't like that. I think if you're
Yeah.
gonna
Yeah.
charge for Game Pass more and charge more, you got to give people early access
Right.
as a part of Game Pass. I just think it's poopy.
I mean, isn't Fallout like big anti-capitalist too? Like, is that kind of the same vibe?
I mean, yeah, the world's over because of greed and war.
you should
and
be
all
able
that
to tell
stuff
any
too, right?
story.
But
It's
this
a
is-
work of fiction.
I agree.
Just
Yeah.
because Microsoft
this one
puts
has
out, they aren't
factions, right?
limited to.
No, that's not even. I'm not even trying to get the political. It's just funny that it is all about greed and corporate greed and selling you things, and
Right.
they make fun of themselves so much time for like the gamification of the game. It's just it's
Right.
very self-aware,
And
but
paying
it's also
$30 to play it early.
like, I admit, look, everyone's got their hobbies, right? I'm like, I
Yeah.
really want to play this now. I've
If
got
it's
the
one of
money.
your
I'm just going to
favorites,
do
go
it. I
for
don't
it.
care.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got fivefold it. Now, saying that, so this is a warning if you're going to start it. I think it comes out tomorrow. There's things called flaws in this game where the game recognizes a certain way you're playing and it says like, okay, you're playing this way. If you're sneaking around a lot, well, now your knees are going to crack every time you sneak.
Oh.
Really?
And this is a flaw you have to live with for the rest of the game. You can accept or deny these flaws. It is so funny to accept them because this game thinks of everything. Like if you skip dialogue scenes, it's like, all right, you don't want to listen. We're going to pick your decisions for you from now on. And it's all
like
called
that.
flaws.
That's crazy.
It is. So I got a flaw called something like easily distracted because I was putting skill points in every category. I was trying to like just level out. It's like, all right, fine. You don't want to specialize. Then no skill can go over 3. You have to make sure all of them are even before you can add
That's
more skills to any
hilarious.
category.
But you can opt into it. You don't
Yeah.
have to do it, right? Like what they're saying.
Yeah, so this is the
Okay.
thing. I opted in, and then I opted in for the flawed. It was just a flaw saying you accept all flaws no matter what they are, but you get like 100 extra health. I'm like, yeah, sure. It ruined my game. I had to start over 10 hours in. So
No.
don't make sure, do not take easily distracted. Do not take accept all flaws. Think of these flaws like thoroughly because they will fuck up your game. There's a thing where like if you steal a lot, all of a sudden you just take random things wherever you are. So you get in trouble all the time wherever you are.
Is there
So
any
the game is
upside?
funny and it's-
Is there any upside though to playing
Yeah,
the game
why
with the flaws?
take it?
Each flaw comes with a like, okay, you steal a lot. Well, you can sell your stolen stuff for extra cash.
Okay, well that's cool.
But you'll also
That's cool.
steal
I got
randomly.
pros
Risk
and
reward
cons to
in there.
everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The whole game is risk reward. You're
Yep.
never at a place where you're like, I made the right decision. It's always like, I'm playing a character. This character no one's 100% good or bad. I'm just playing a character
Yep.
in this game.
That's
So,
cool.
Yeah, it's really good. I'm drinking Coke Zero.
Okay.
You got a horror rec for us?
That's right, horror rec,
Oh,
and
and a
what's in your
fridge
fridge?
recommendation.
What's
horror rec.
in your fridge?
Maple syrup.
We got two maple syrup for sure. 2 bowls of spaghetti
Oh,
because we're making spaghetti lunches tomorrow. Lots of cheese. We got like a brick of Parmesan that I keep like cutting off pieces.
Good.
My wife says that's not too healthy, but it tastes so good. I love
It is
I
good.
love cheese.
Parmesan.
a lot of cured meats too. Oh yeah,
Mhm.
a lot of cured meats. So yeah, that's
What about
that's great.
horror?
Creamers. We got some coffee creamers. The Thing. That's my favorite.
Oh, yeah.
The
That's
horror
a good
movie of
one.
all time.
That's a
These
great
are all
one.
Kurt
sticking with the
Russell's
old school stuff.
Classic stuff is always
Oh man,
better.
classic. The practical effects in that movie.
Yeah.
You can still watch it today and get
Yeah.
freaked out. It's so good.
They set
So
a
good.
bar for all future practical effects, and not a lot of movies do it quite like The Thing. That's a good one.
Yeah, still creeps me out. And the video games, it came out like 10 years ago. I
Yeah,
don't think
I
anyone
remember
played
that.
that.
Yeah.
I would love to get my hands on it. I
How
think
about
they released
Aliens,
it,
Matt?
actually.
You can say Aliens? It's your favorite video game.
I love
too.
Aliens. I watched the latest Alien Earth. I like Aliens.
Yeah, The Thing is a good recommendation though, because people like if you're
Yeah.
20, you've probably never heard of the movie or watched
It's fantastic.
It, so it's a good
and
one
the
to go back to.
Antarctica setting is amazing too.
Mhm.
Like you really
It's good
feel
vibes.
like
Yeah.
like they're
Darkness,
screwed.
Dark. I shoot. And if you watch it, there's this question at the end: who's the thing? And it's
Oh,
still
yeah.
not
I
decided.
remember that.
Mm-hmm.
It's a good
Mm.
one.
I gotta
So.
see that again.
Yep.
All right, Ryan, what's going on over there?
Okay, I played a lot. There's always
Uh-oh.
just an influx of games, but no, I've only
There
got a
is.
few for the Halloween episode. Okay, so I started off with a demo called Zombie Typing, and I'm actually probably gonna play this game when it comes out because it's a typing game. It's a top-down zombie shooter. You start off in like your garage or something, and in order to get to the next room, you have to type the word that's like 10 feet in front of you.
Is this
So if it
Typing of the
says-
Dead?
That's awesome.
It's similar to Typing of the Dead, but it's top down. And so
Oh.
anytime you need to do anything, you have to type it. You have to reload, you have to type. You want to pick up this item, you have to type the item that you're beside. If you want to go to that area, that like the next spot or 10 feet ahead of you, there's a word on the floor that you type.
I see.
And zombies will start coming at you, and they have a word above their head. And you type the word and you shoot them. And then you see your ammo on the bottom. If you're running low, you reload by typing reload. Or use bandage if you're hurt. You apply a bandage, use armor, etc. And some zombies have 3 health, so they'll have 3 hearts on their head and a bigger word, and they'll be slower. Or so I'll mention this first. Slower zombies will have bigger words. Faster zombies will have shorter words. If you have a zombie with 3 hearts on their head, you'll have to type 3 words. So once you type the first one, a second one will pop up, and so on until it dies. Really cool concept. It's just like a 1-room demo. And I haven't played a typing game in ages, and I thought it was a really cool little twist on it. Really fun, actually, for the demo. It's on Steam. Pick it up. Just give it a shot. It literally takes
you a good
10
typer?
minutes to beat it. I'm a good typer. Yeah, I think I'm a good typer.
Could you play the game I played? We should play
Dinging me
together.
already? I think I could. Yeah, I think I definitely could. I put
just
it
what
on
he
my
does.
wish list. So then I played a game, other than Bollocks Pit, where I put like 15 hours into. Played a game called Look Outside. Now, it came out back in May.
But he can talk about COD for 30 minutes.
I'm
It came out back in May, and
Yeah.
they just released a big content update for the season, and it's got a bunch of new endings, a bunch of new enemies and stuff. And it's a survival horror RPG set in a single apartment building. And it's basically after the apocalypse with this, like, you don't really know what's going on outside of the apartment. They don't want you to look outside. Literally, if you look outside on the first level when you spawn in, you die. The game ends. It's over.
This is
Now
like that
you-
game I just
Looks
played.
like Five Nights at Freddy's kind of feeling to it or something. I can't explain.
It's
like the last
what
time
was
I
like
played.
a
What was that?
Yeah, I wouldn't say Five Nights at Freddy's. There's a lot of like old like 90s, early 2000s horror games that have.
It
This
looks like
vibe
that
to it, like,
Tentacles, Night of
There was just that
Tentacles,
one
whatever.
Freddy's one I just played that had that. Look
oh,
to
the
it,
ball
though.
pit.
Yeah,
The ball pit one. Yeah,
Yeah. Okay.
They're in the pizzeria or whatever.
16-bit
Yeah,
one?
it does kind of look
Yeah.
like that. That
Dave-
one's a little bit
Dave
side
the
scrolly.
Tentacle.
So this it's very RPG. Like you get encounters in the hallways and in other rooms. You got to kind of explore the apartment building and see who's still alive after this apocalyptic event that you don't even know what's
This
going
is
on. in the
literally that
outside
game
world.
I just played where you're in a fucking apartment in a house and people are knocking on
don't,
the door.
Don't look at me or whatever it's called, or don't.
Knock.
I know what
yeah,
you're
I
talking
forget that game. Yeah.
So there's 15 days. You have to basically survive 15 days to find out what the hell happened here, and it's really cool. I'm a few days in on my one playthrough, and it's very creepy. All these, so you do meet these people that have kind of reintegrated themselves back into the community in the apartment, but they have like mutations, and they have like eyes growing out of their stomach and tentacles. And then you
Ew.
meet the bad ones that are kind of like they've gone rogue, and you fight them just like any turn-based RPG. Really kind of creepy, gruesome. I think it's won awards. People are glazing this game across the internet. They absolutely love it. And I really was intrigued by the art style when I first saw it. So I bought it, but I never really played it. Felt like this was the perfect time to get into it. And it's actually really good. The music's great. The story's pretty good. And I just love the art style. It's very, very Lovecraftian, kind of grotesque, and everything is really creepy and gross. And it's cool. You have this roommate. I think the name is Sybil. They're not roommates. Sorry, they live in the apartment beside you, and you don't really know what happened to them. But they're the ones that are telling you not to go outside, and you talk to them through a hole in the wall, and you just see their eyeball, and it's really
looks
creepy
good.
game.
It does
So
look
if you
good.
like these, if you like these
I hope
top-down
outside
RPGs,
is nice, just like Silo. Like it's a lie. Like outside is nice. Maybe they say don't.
No,
go
it's not.
outside.
It's definitely not. It looked outside, and it's just a wasteland. When
yeah,
I did
so
die that
yeah,
first
you got
playthrough,
cameras
so.
going in on the windows.
Yeah. No, I'm Not Human is the game I'm talking about.
Clean
That's
the
right.
camera.
No, I'm not human. Yeah, I saw that.
It's like the same exact premise.
Is it? Okay. That's interesting. It's a great game, and it's cheap. If you like RPGs, definitely pick it up. I think you get through 15 days. You could probably beat it in about 10 to 15 hours. Like it's really not that long. It's a fun little quick fix game for the season.
It's pretty big. 15 hours?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
pretty
and
good.
there's a lot of
Is there good
replayability. There's multiple
replayability?
endings. Yeah, there's
Yeah.
a ton of stuff.
Okay.
So my last
Seems
game,
like something I'd get addicted to.
oh, 100%. But it's an RPG, right? You kind of play through the story once or twice, and you're like, okay, I'm done with it.
Oh, Devolver. Devolver
yeah,
never lets me
it's
down.
another Devolver game, along with Ball X Pit. Jesus, that's all I play.
I'm going to buy
this
it.
last
I'm buying
one.
it right now.
Let me know how you think. So this one's
sorry.
Painkiller. I forget who made Painkiller.
Yeah, I saw Painkiller. We got a key. It's like a multiplayer game, though, right?
Yes. So you can play by yourself with AI. You can play by yourself solo, and it is based like team based. And you're being conducted, I guess, by the Archangel Metatron. You reside in purgatory with these other beings, and you can't die. You're in purgatory. If you do die, you get resurrected back in your home base, and you're essentially trying to defeat the demon Azazel. He's like taken over purgatory, and you're trying to escape it. You got a ton of weapon selection. So as you progress through, the main premise of the game is you go on these raids and defeat a ton of enemies and a boss. And it's kind of like horde mode, like zombies or Dead Zone Rogue, Killing Floor. That's what I'm
It's
kind
an
of getting the
FPS,
vibes
right?
of.
Basically,
Yeah, it's an
melee
FPS.
gun. Okay.
But it's an old series, right? I remember Painkiller.
Yeah. Is it a
I don't
reboot?
think
Yeah.
this is a reboot or anything.
They steal the name.
Well, it says the
because-
classic Painkiller series is
Oh,
back.
Okay.
Oh, okay. You're
Yeah.
right then. Okay. No, I've never played a Painkiller game before this.
That might indicate.
But yeah, because it came out in 2004. Because I remember this back
This
in the
looks
day.
like it would be fun with people. I am seeing mixed reviews, but
So that's another thing is I did have fun with the AI and the bots that you get
yeah.
because they kind of just do whatever you want them to do. But this would be like immensely better with
Yeah.
teammates and friends. It's an awesome thing. So you can bring in tarot cards that you spend the in-game currency that you earn in raids. You kind of gamble. It's like a little slot machine. It spits out 3 tarot cards that you choose from, and they kind of buff you on your run. You bring them in, but you burn them to get into the raid. So you don't have them after you return. You have to kind of grow your collection of tarot cards, mix and match them depending on what weapons you have or what class you're using. There's 4 different characters. They each have their kind of little quirk about them. And yeah, right now I believe there's 3 chapters, which are the main raids, and there's a rogue angel mode, which is kind of like an endless type, it's a more difficult game mode. You can play solo or with friends as well. And I don't know, it's really cool. It's kind of got like a Doom feel.
I was
going
going
to
to say, it looks
Yeah.
like Doom.
Yeah, it's got like a Doom feel with the maps. You have a grapple and you can explore like each individual area, and they all have little tiny secrets to them where you can collect more gold and artifacts and stuff to bring back to home
Yeah, I'm
base
down
and
with
stuff. It's a cool game. I actually had some fun. I want to try and get some people on it with me, but it's got a positive review, but not a lot of people are playing, which kind of sucks. I think that this game could have got a bit more traction if it was.
That's why I've been telling you
correctly.
to get Witchfire when it comes out of early access, because
I
that's
will.
meant to be played solo. And I think
I keep checking in on that game.
Yeah,
Michelle.
when you have games like that are co-op and you're doing them alone, they're just never the same.
Yeah. No, it's great. And yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to Witchfire. But this is a good one. It's a nice little one to pass the time. I guess I'm comparing it to Dead Zone Rogue and Abyssus, the one that Boomtap got me. This is more refined than Abyssus. Abyssus is still janky to me. I'm going to go back and try it again. Maybe they did an update. But this one is definitely the one to get over that. Or even, actually, I wouldn't say Dead Zone Rogue because it's completely different in the whole grand scheme of things. But it is fun. It is very dark and gory and humory, like gory in the sense of Doom. So yeah, fun game. And I'm drinking a Farmer's Daughter from Whitewater Brewers.
All right, and okay, first this,
What's in your fridge?
What is in my fridge? It's very empty since the last week. I got lots of fruit and some yogurts for work, and a lot of lunch meat. Some salami. I did confirm that that specific brand of salami has been discontinued. I've been eating it since I was like 3. I don't know, but I got some bocconcini.
Wait, the company went out of business? They just
no, because it's still around. I don't understand.
You mean the
it.
store's not carrying it anymore?
No, they everywhere. It's gone. It's gone. I don't understand how you can
They
they
discontinue
probably
a
had an
type of
outbreak of
salami.
listeria and it put them out of
Yeah.
business.
Yeah,
It's a dark
probably.
thing.
Botulism.
Yeah.
Oh man.
And all right,
yeah.
so scary movie.
Scary movie. Okay, so ever since I watched this movie, we watched it at the cottage in the middle of the night on an old CRT. And this movie freaked the hell out of me. It was a few years ago when I first saw it. It's called Hell House LLC. It's about a group of
found
kids.
footage.
It's found footage, one of my favorite horror genres. Now it's about a group of kids that they're putting up a haunted house in a town, and they find this old hotel to purchase or to rent to put their haunted house in. And this haunted house, the one guy knows the history of the house, but nobody else in his group of friends does. This house is extremely haunted. He didn't tell anybody, and they set up this haunted house, and it scares the absolute crap out of me. Now, it has a sequel, and the third one aren't that good, in my opinion. People like it for lore. The first one scared the absolute crap out of me. And then they had a fourth one, which was Hell House LLC, the story of Carmichael Manor, which is kind of like a prequel to the first one. Kind of gives you some real juicy lore. That one scared the crap out of me as well. So if you're going to watch any in the series, watch the first one and the Carmichael Manor one. They're my favorite horror movies of all time. I actually just bought a hoodie from Dead Meat. They were selling them on YouTube. I was like, okay, I got to buy a Hell House shirt.
It's funny how you
Ryan-
refer to the previous movies as lore. I've never heard movies be referred to as lore, kind of but that it has a whole world like that. Like that's cool.
Yeah, they kind of inject.
Yeah.
It's more storytelling because
Okay.
Hell House LLC
He's
1,
saying
2,
there's
3 are
lore to be
I know
had
what
in
he's
the later
saying.
episodes.
I'm just saying it's interesting to the first movie.
3 are found footage. I guess
Right.
the
It's
Carmichael
different
Manor is
presentation.
found footage as well. But yeah,
Okay.
those 2 are my favorites. They scare the crap out of me even to this day. Watch them with the lights out.
Ryan, what are some of your
Good.
other found footage favorites then?
Oh God.
Well, I gotta say Blair
another
Witch.
voyeur. What's up with
VHS
you Canadians
is a
like wanting to
VHS,
watch
yes.
people in
VHS
the
Halloween was
How
cool.
about Blair
one.
Witch?
I just said
Oh,
Blair
God.
Witch.
Oh,
You guys like
well,
voyeur?
I like-
That's
I
don't
actually
watch
too.
anymore.
I'm one of the rare people that actually kind of like the remake of Blair Witch, but the original
Ooh.
Blair Witch is fantastic. Like I remember when I was a kid, my friend told me the premise of the movie, and I couldn't sleep for weeks, and I didn't even watch it.
Oh, because we all thought it was real for like
Exactly.
a month.
I don't like found
Yes.
footage
Yeah.
stuff. I feel awkward. I don't want to watch somebody.
didn't Blair
I love
Witch
them.
start that whole
I
thing
love
though?
it.
Like,
So-
Yes, I mean that was the
It
biggest
pretty much
one,
kicked
right?
it off, yeah. Because
Yeah.
then Paranormal Activity came after, and
Yeah.
what's the one with the ghost hunters? Oh man, they go into like an asylum.
Yes, they're
Ghostbusters?
remaking that one too.
No, it's so good. That one is actually pretty scary too. If I remember what it's called by the end of the show, I'll let you guys know.
Okay.
But yeah, those are my movies. I love
I don't
horror
like the
movies,
shaky
so.
camera and like the shitty VHS view. I don't know. I can't do
It
it.
just makes it real for me. I'm
I
hard to
guess,
scare in
yeah.
a movie.
Right.
It makes it real for me when it's found
I like
footage.
more of a slow paced thriller. Like I was.
Grave Encounters. That's the one.
Oh,
I
okay.
love it. It's
Oh,
kind
okay.
of comedy.
That's right, Grave
They're
Encounters.
kind of
Yeah.
making fun of ghost adventures, and they're going to this asylum and film their video, and they're kind of goofy, quirky dudes with their crew, and then shit goes down, and it's like absolutely terrifying. But that one's another good one on my list.
Frankie
I put
wants
that
to know,
up
do
there
you
with
guys
Hell
rifle
House.
through other people's belongings? Is that like a fetish for you?
Yeah, we leave our doors unlocked.
Through
We
your
just go to
wife's
each other's
phones and
houses.
stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, Matt's like biggest
No,
fantasy
oh,
was, like,
you're talking.
finding a
Oh,
phone.
I see where this is going.
Like finding someone else's
no,
phone.
no.
Because there's games like
No.
that too, you voyeur sickos. All right, so
I remember those. They're
let's
great.
move on to the news. I know John,
there's some
Microsoft CEO
is
Satya
dead.
Nadella did a little interview.
Remember,
Yeah, should we
Wanna
play that?
Play the clip.
I
I,
do.
haven't listened to all of it because people
Yeah.
are buzzing about it online. I don't
They
think he said
are.
anything new. Really? Let's hear it.
so to me,
Buzzing.
remember the biggest gaming business is the Windows business.
Yeah.
To us, gaming on Windows.
Yeah.
And of course, Steam has built a massive marketplace on top of it, and they've done a very successful job of it. So to us, the way we are thinking about gaming is first of all, now we're the largest publisher.
Yeah.
After the Activision. So therefore, we want to be a fantastic publisher, similar.
That's interesting how they think that, by the way. Like, that's how
They're
they
the
view
largest
themselves.
publisher.
We're the biggest game company in the world.
approach to
Or
what we
publisher.
did.
There's nothing
Aren't
new
they
about
now with
Office.
Activision?
Yeah, I know, but I guess I've never really thought that. We haven't been saying that, but that's how they feel about themselves, right? And I guess probably mathematically they are, I guess,
Sure.
monetary.
We're going to be everywhere in every platform. So we want to make sure whether it's consoles,
Yeah.
whether it's the PC, whether it's mobile, whether it's cloud gaming,
Yeah.
we want to, or the TV. So we just want to make sure the games are being enjoyed by gamers everywhere.
Yeah.
Second, we also want to do innovative work in the system side on the console and on the PC.
Yeah.
And bring, it's kind of funny that, people think about the console, PC as two different things. We built the console
Yeah.
because we wanted to build a better PC,
Yeah.
which could then perform for gaming.
Yeah.
And so I kind of want to revisit some of that conventional wisdom. But at the end of the day, console has an experience that is unparalleled.
Yeah.
It delivers performance that's unparalleled. That pushes, I think, the system forward. So I'm very looking forward to the next console, the next PC gaming, but most importantly, the game business model.
It's a TED Talk.
Has to be where we have to invent maybe some new interactive media as well. Because after all, gaming's competition is not other gaming. Gaming's competition is short form video.
Yeah.
And so if
Yeah, he
we
says
as an
TikTok is the
industry
biggest
don't continue to
competition, which it
innovate,
probably is.
Both how we produce, what we produce.
You're
how
competing
we
for
think
people's
about
time, and the youth is not
distribution,
reaching
the
for
economic
gaming as much as
I-
old married
yeah.
guys who are 40.
I just
Yeah.
heard Judd Apatow.
That's so true.
That's the reality, right?
Yeah.
They're not. It's become an
Yeah.
older man's game.
It's funny he said that because I just listened to Judd Apatow on Conan O'Brien.
Yeah.
And, he's a director and made 4-Year-Old Virgin, all that shit, whatever. He said the biggest competitor now for him is TikTok, like movies.
It is for everybody. Like,
Yeah.
because the youth
And he's-
That's crazy.
has
He's
their
like, we
phone
can't
and
compete with
social
it.
media, and that's
He's
it.
like-
They don't care about anything else.
Right.
TikTok
Best
gives you
way to
dopamine every
innovate
second,
is to
whereas
have
movies
Yeah.
good
makes you wait.
margins.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They don't have the
Because
attention
that's the way
span.
they
They all
can
have
fund.
TikTok rot
That's the
brain,
thing.
and they're all
That's it. They don't
retarded.
have the attention span.
So
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
I mean, other
100%.
highlights from this, he said he confirms Windows was their main focus. I mean, this is stuff we've been saying for 10 years
Sure,
here. He
yeah.
highlights Steam as a storefront, confirms multi-platform strategy, wants to be a successful publisher. But what is so wrong with the message? Like, people want the Nintendo message where our games are only here and we want it. Like, he's
It's a
saying
bad
we're gonna
message.
I like this message. Put your games everywhere. I'll buy what I want. The end. Like, I don't
Yeah,
see
I
the,
think they
the
woke
big-
it's
up
fine.
because there's
Yeah.
I guess he didn't quote this in here. He didn't say this in here, but he says he wants the same success they had with Office, where it's everywhere. It's on your phone, it's on Mac, it's on PC. They don't
Right.
care. You're going to buy Office somewhere because you need it, right?
And as we look to the
And-
future, the living room console may not be around when the 20-year-olds don't even want to be in the living room if they're not on their phone, right? So
Sure.
what happens in 10 years with the next generation of 20-year-olds? He's looking ahead. He's just saying our games are going to go everywhere. We're a publisher. We're not connected to this device. And people are saying, once again, well, the Xbox console is dead. I think it's just changing, where at some point PlayStation will have to do that too. Once, the older generation phases out. And
Yeah.
goes and
The
plays
ROG
golf. 'Cause
Ally,
that's the
let's-
next step. You're going to play. I saw it happen with my dad. Okay. So he went from Diablo to playing golf. Okay. And then after that's death. So when that
Yeah.
happens for you guys, what's
Yeah.
Right.
going to
But the
happen?
Yeah, I
ROG
play
Ally,
golf.
that
Risky.
is the ROG Ally
Getting
is
really
the
into
future.
whiskey is
Yes,
some of
you're
that.
gonna get old dudes get really into something. Okay, I don't care what it is. They're gonna get really into it. It's maybe bird watching. Okay, but it's gonna hit you.
Right.
Old
Bird
men get
watching is a
really
big
into.
one.
Old men get
Yeah.
super into stuff. It's really cute, but it's not gonna be
Yeah.
gaming at some point.
Right.
Train sets.
And then what
But
happens?
again, I want to say the ROG Ally
Yeah.
is exactly what the future of Xbox is. That's it. That's
yeah,
it.
there'll be a living room version of it.
That
and
is
that's
it.
that.
Right, that's the
On the
handheld
topic
version.
of
Yeah.
the Xbox One, people are complaining about the quality. I'm seeing people saying like the plastic was cheap and the button switches are cheap.
I heard
and
the
it's
buttons are
very-
bad. The analog sticks are great.
We've got a couple of
Yeah.
listeners who have reached out to me and have talked to me about it. They love it. Now, here's Thunder in our chat too. It says, John, I'm telling
People
you, the
are
Rock
loving
Alley
it.
is a game changer. The people I know personally who have one really like it.
Oh no, the
I
overall
don't-
reception is fantastic.
Yes.
Yeah,
And the
people are loving
performance is, I guess, double almost. Because I saw like
But
Linus's.
if you run Steam OS on it, it's even faster than Windows.
Yeah,
still.
people-
Yeah, I did see that.
Which is funny. But you can run Steam
right,
OS on it.
because
So.
Linus did the tests in Windows, not in the Xbox mode.
Right.
And it was getting almost double the frames in Cyberpunk. And he said if they would have ran the test in the Xbox mode, they would have had 2 gigs more of video RAM. And it would have done even better, but they couldn't do the test in that mode. And then, yes, I read that
Thunder says the
Steam.
plastic talk is BS. It feels more premium than a Steam Deck. So
Okay.
take that for what it's worth. Who
But
knows?
I like this idea, though, that the Steam OS runs better on it. Like,
You said
Well,
it's
I
more
mean,
premium than
yeah.
a Steam Deck. I felt my Steam Deck is quality. When I picked that thing up, it is solid.
yeah, I guess.
I don't know. You'd have to compare them both, and I'm sure they're fine. At the end of the day, how the plastic feels. Look, for me, it would be the power of it, but you're paying for it. It costs more, and it runs things good, and that's the way it's
Right.
going to be. But yeah, I didn't get the negativity around it, but I'm not in the. I like when games go everywhere. I am not into thinking exclusively for games. To me, that's not a positive feature, and I think people who think that way are just kind of caught in the past. They're pretending it's still 1990 when you fought about your mother buying you a PlayStation
Yes.
versus a Nintendo, you know, and
Yeah.
you can own everything now and everything should be on everything. We've got to like get away from that old school thinking. But so many of these console fanboys have this old fight left in them. You know, they're
But it's
pissed
weird
off
to
that
me, though.
Halo's on PlayStation.
But Michelle,
This-
it's
but
younger
John, did you
people, though, that miss that because,
Yeah,
like, I
well-
remember the Super Nintendo versus Genesis
Is it-
and, like, being, like, really, like, I hate Genesis. Fuck
People
that.
were mad that the
Like-
Xbox guy, the Halo guy,
Oh,
or
yeah, it was
somebody
red
had a
versus
PlayStation shirt on. The Halo guy had a PlayStation shirt on. Like, this made me sick. Like Ryan Gafferty tweeted or something
Yeah.
like that. Like, who cares? Like, you have to hate
It's dumb.
the other console. You have to hate. Like, it's backwards thinking. They're selling games now, not just a plastic box.
The hardware's
So-
not proprietary the way it used to
No.
be. That's why it mattered back then because Genesis got a different version of
Right.
Mortal Kombat than the Super Nintendo. You know, like the ports are
if
different.
I hide the
Like,
controller, are you going to know whether your game is running on an Xbox or a
No.
PlayStation in your living room? You're probably not. Like there's a totally different thing. I don't know any other news you guys saw going on. Amazon games, they're shutting down a lot of their MMOs and bigger studios, and they're focusing on party games, they said. So New World. Yeah, New World
Party
is kind of
games.
being shuttered, but we knew that
But
kind of was coming.
Somebody came in the Discord today and said they
Yeah.
just shut down their favorite game. New
But
World's
see, New
gone.
World already was an MMO, and then they said, no, it's not an MMO anymore. It's just an RPG. And at that point, we kind of knew it wasn't going to get like all the big updates. It was an ongoing property. So we kind of like saw the writing on
New
the
World's
wall there.
dead.
That's a
Yeah,
You guys
bummer.
it's
like that?
dead now.
I did like it. Matt
Yeah. I
couldn't
McCarthy
stand
and I
it.
had a lot of fun with that.
Yeah, well, Billy and Ryan, they had a lot of fun too. Me and David, we're gonna go play. But yeah, so Amazon is making some changes. You
Me
know,
and
they're
Mark.
struggling. Matt and Mark. I know you guys are tight. Okay, yeah,
Yeah.
you guys are super tight. Get Mark
my
on
bro.
sometime. Let
Ride
us
or
know
die, Mark. I'll be
what
there
does
soon,
Mark think of this? Well, yeah, text Mark,
Mark?
later. I know we're running late.
No, he's
yeah,
in
Amazon
my
is
living room.
trying to
Yep.
find their way in gaming though. Still, like they can't do it. They had a Lord of the Rings MMO in the works, and I don't know if that's been shuttered or what.
Oh, I got news.
What's that?
What's the-
Huge news.
What's that?
Huge? What's going on?
Blue Jays 6-1.
Oh, who cares?
End of the 7th.
Text Mark about it. We don't care.
Yep.
Mark 6-1 for the Jays,
Oh
buddy.
yeah.
Hey,
All right, Mark.
Netflix
Those
is getting
Grizzlies.
a Crash
Hey,
Bandicoot
Billy, 6-1 for the Jays.
animated series.
Okay, cool, dude. Sorry, John.
He's not as tight as Matt McCarthy.
no, not sorry,
is,
John. Not sorry.
No, he
Not
brings
sorry,
up. You don't even
John.
know Matt. He's been bringing up Matt McCarthy like double time lately. It's now become. We have decided. It's now become. You know, it's presented in that way. Okay, we.
All right, so
decided.
Netflix has been secretly working on a Crash Bandicoot series. Is this got
No,
legs?
please. No.
Nobody
No.
cares.
They already did Sonic. Sonic is Crash Bandicoot. Like, they're the same character. Like, wisecracking, fast
Yeah,
people.
they are.
Like, what are they going to do?
Yeah,
It's
what
just-
do they do? He just like smashes crates
He's
with
just
the
gonna
oranges
spin
in them.
around. I don't know.
Like he's just.
Uh,
It's dumb, right?
There's no need for it.
Kids
And
don't
maybe it's a
even know
kid's
who
show.
Crash Bandicoot is.
But kids aren't consuming content unless
They
it's on
do,
TikTok. That's
though.
what we just
They
said, though,
do.
right? Kids are on Roblox or they're like
Yeah.
watching something that they shouldn't be watching. They are not like doing what 30-plussers are. Us old people
now,
are doing
there's some
different things.
I've been seeing online. I don't know if we want to get into this, Michelle, with the Halo shit.
But I think it's kind of funny. I mean, it's kind of ridiculous.
I don't understand it.
GameStop has
I
been
haven't looked
tweeting like
into it.
Trump is
Yes.
Master Chief, and then like
Yes.
the White House and like official things.
What is going on?
Crazy
It's
shit.
weird.
Like GameStop
the
is saying
Homeland
the
Security tweeted like Halo, destroy the flood.
Right.
I don't
join-
understand it. They just have the balls to do that stuff.
I don't know. We're in a different world. We're in a idiocracy. Like we're like everything.
Right.
Nothing is real. It's all
It is.
silly.
It is.
So I mean,
But
that's what's been going-
GameStop, they announced that they declared that the console war is over.
Yes.
Did you see this declaration they made?
Yeah. Do you want to read some of it?
I don't even want.
Yeah. Whereas for the past two decades, the global gaming community has been engaged in an ongoing, increasingly petty conflict known as the console wars.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas said conflict originated in the early 2000s with the release of Halo Combat Evolved.
Well, because
as an
Halo went to
Xbox
PlayStation,
exclusive,
that's why
right.
they're saying, yeah.
Whereas Halo Campaign Evolved is officially coming to PlayStation in 2026 with cross-platform play.
Good.
Is there co-op? But there's no multiplayer though, right? Therefore, GameStop, acting under its authority as a neutral entity and the world's retail gaming and trade-in destination, hereby declares the official cessation of the console wars.
I mean, it goes
All-
back to what we're saying about everything. It's not
Yeah.
each other
Yeah.
they're competing with, right? It's TikTok. They have to join forces. It's like the aliens
But
are
they,
coming.
they
They're all gonna
must
get
be
along.
going through they must be going through some sort of change, because when I went, I didn't get to go for the Legends ZA release. The normal GameStop that I go to is gone, and the other one that I would go to after that gone. The only one that was available is in the mall down by my house, which is still close, but
Yeah.
I talked to the owner when he was there at midnight, and he's like, yeah, we're one of 3 left in the city.
Well, who's buying
So-
physical media anymore? Not as many
and
people.
consoles, with disc drives. Like as soon as they sell you a console without a disc drive, they kind of push you away, right? It's weird.
And John,
Well, they were
you
gonna
did
bank
the
on
Walmart
retro-
Switch 2 delivery. Would you have been better off going to a midnight launch
Fuck
and
no.
fighting people? No, like why? Walmart gave him chips and
Gave me
soda
Pringles and,
brought the console
yeah,
right
it's
to
so
his door.
awesome.
Like that's what you guys are competing with out there. It's TikTok and potato chips. So like the old way, the old guard is out and the new way is in. And I think that a lot of people that are fighting and mad about it online have the time to
Right.
be this upset about it online. Like you're not going to
Okay,
change what's happening.
I understand
I
the
do
Trump thing now because I see this is another war that Trump helped end. I get it. Okay. That's why they're doing it.
Michelle, I
Nobel
do
Peace
understand what you're saying about the whole attention span thing, and I
Yeah.
even see it in myself. I
Yes.
kind of lose my attention in things, but then at the same time, when something is good and done right, like a movie or a game, it has all of my attention. I don't know if that's like an ADD
A personal thing
or what.
I don't know. I've
there's
seen it
some
in my
TV like
sister.
that, for
I always
sure.
say this. Like she used to be pre-med at Yale, and now she's scrolling on TikTok, and I can't get her to watch a movie with me without pulling out her phone. Like it fucking rots your brain.
I'm all or
so imagine
nothing.
being raised
Yeah.
on it. You guys, I mean, Ryan, you still
True.
grew up
That's true.
not with it. If you are raised on that right now, and your
Yeah.
brain is supposed to be forming and thinking for yourself, but
Holy
instead you're
shit.
pulling out ChatGPT and it's thinking for you, and you have no deductive reasoning, and you don't know what the fuck you're doing. Like these kids have iPads in their hand, so the next generation is not going to
It's
live life how we
crazy.
did, right? So they don't care
I don't
about
know
already.
what their
Yeah,
brain's
they're already
probably
done.
mush for constantly.
Yeah, John,
looking
even
at
your
short-form
girls, your
content.
kids were different, right? You saw the
Yeah.
difference in their habits, of how they live. So the next generation after that, they're not, I mean,
I
that's
didn't
why
even
gaming
think of
has
that,
to change.
Michelle. Though,
Yeah.
the Chat GPT thing, like alongside short form content, they don't even think for themselves because they just
No.
ask Chat GPT to do it.
They don't have to think
So
for
they don't
themselves.
have that cognitive like thinking
And
where
there's
they
there's
can
a big problem.
solve
like,
a problem.
There's a divisive line going on between the sexes. Men and women don't get along. They don't think the same anymore. They both consume different content. We don't have any more shared experiences. So like gaming is trying to get everybody into this.
Manosphere.
Yeah. Well, and the women's sphere. I mean, I can hardly listen to them, but like we have to find shared experiences. And the only way you're going to do that is by putting your games everywhere on everything and on every platform in every room. Cause that's what the youth is going to want too. Like to even get them to play, to compete with TikTok, to compete with Walmart bringing the Switch to your door. The GameStops are going to have to make. You can't sell Funko Pops like what are they even doing
No.
in the GameStops? T-shirts with lollipops on them.
Tons of collectibles.
When I
The
was
game
there, it's all
section is so small now.
collectibles
Yeah.
and anime figurines
Board
and,
games,
and plushes,
lots of Pokemon, and lots of
Yeah,
old
lots
men
of
getting mad they
Pokemon
can't
cards.
buy multiple
Yeah.
packs.
They got to
And
change
they
it
have,
up
like,
a little
Lots
bit.
of T-shirts.
Yeah, they have
Yeah.
T-shirts. But they have a lot of accessories, especially for the Switch. But they're even losing out on that. Like my GameStop doesn't even have like retro consoles anymore. I know they used to have like a shelf for like Nintendo DSs and GameCubes that people would bring in to sell.
They're
and they don't
funneling
even have
that to certain stores now. If you read about that.
Okay. Oh,
Yeah.
okay. That
like
makes sense
they are
then.
like doubling down on the retro, but not in any given store. It's like at flagship
Yeah.
stores.
Well,
Probably
that
'cause
makes sense. They kind
there's-
of put all the mass amount, like they don't get a lot of it, so they probably just send
right
it to a few
like when I
stores.
bought
Yeah.
the 360 for our anniversary giveaway.
right.
Yeah.
I got that online and it was inexpensive and it was in tremendous shape, but I couldn't get it in the store. I had to have it shipped or go to one of the
shipped.
or go to one of these flagship stores, which is not around here. You know,
Mm-hmm. Okay, that makes sense then.
Yeah, I don't think GameStop is going to be around forever. I think we're looking at the last
It sucks,
5 years
but
of it too. But
you think so?
What I mean,
I like going to stores.
Yeah,
don't.
I
Just
do.
ship it
I
to
miss
my
the
home.
Rogers experience, the Blockbuster experience. I bought
Yeah.
Chronos at the store just because, like, I do miss that, like,
Oh my
walking
god!
around and
Walking
buying
in and
stuff.
it's awkward. Everyone's staring at you.
But
and they
also
call
I
you-
traded it in for $40.
Oh,
I've been
the
a
trade-in
GameStop
special.
in 15 years,
Yeah.
so I don't know.
The trading
So-
train has begun. Choo choo.
I don't know. For me, I only PC. Obviously, you buy everything digital. The only thing I buy physical for is my Nintendo stuff.
Me too.
Even PlayStation, I buy digital, and I have the disc drive. Like I don't need
Yeah.
to get a disc for it.
No. Now, did you guys hear that the Wachowskis pitched Kojima a Matrix game?
What?
Oh.
Matrix.
And Konami shut it down and said, "No, you're working on Metal Gear."
Come on, that
I
would
wanna
be
get
awesome.
Can you imagine if that would have happened?
Oh my god, that would have been epic.
Yeah.
His flair.
Wasn't
for,
there
like,
an
making
old Matrix
cutscenes?
game back in the day?
Yes, there was.
There was.
There was.
Yeah, I
I'm
never
so
really-
excited. It sucked
I was
so
gonna play it
hard.
for like a retro show.
I assume
never
it
went
was
back to it.
terrible.
Yeah, we talked about it, Michelle, about some
Yeah.
themed show.
Yep, I wanted to go back and look at it.
I think there's a couple games. There's Enter Matrix and
There was
Path
that
of the
Matrix
MMO.
demo, like tech demo for Unreal or
Yeah,
something.
that
They
was
showed
kind of
once
dumb.
too.
Yeah, that was on
Um,
PlayStation, I think. It was
There was
okay.
the Matrix MMO that ran for a while, and it was pretty popular.
Oh
was?
yeah.
MMO.
There's a
really?
Matrix experience. You can watch a movie. I think it's
there?
out
Why
here in
just Matrix
California, and
Online?
like it's
No, yeah, you're right.
virtual reality
Yeah.
all around it. Like it looks really cool. Like they have to do something with
such
the
a-
Matrix property. Like come bring it back. 'Cause-
Yeah, they
It
haven't
is.
put out a movie in years.
Well, the movie,
and
the
it's-
last
yeah,
movie a
they're
couple
shutting
years
down for
ago, I
video
did not
games.
love. I kind of, I like to pretend the Matrix was just one movie sometimes.
Oh yeah,
Second
they
was
did have like a
okay.
remake or like
Yeah.
not a remake,
Yeah,
like
yeah,
the
yeah.
fourth one or whatever. Yeah, I remember.
Fourth one was an FU though to the
Yeah.
studio because they forced them to make a fourth, and they're like, "All
Yeah.
right." And the fourth one was basically about how terrible remaking something is,
Right.
and trying to like tread old territory. Like it was just an FU to like remakes. It was kind of funny if you look at it that way.
Yeah. All right. Well, I don't see any other news. What about you guys before we close on out?
Nothing from me.
I'm just scrolling back here. No more Alarmo news. That was last week. I'm looking at things John has posted.
We got
in
another
there.
something special that has to do
I
with
mean, this is
Alarmo
already
coming.
like this has already been said a million times, but this is from Twitter. New info on the next gen Xbox. It's rumored to be $1,000 to $1,500 coming in 2027. High end and
Yeah,
expensive.
CC
No
was right.
paywalled multiplayer. This is the rumor. Will be a console UI with Windows. We know that. We'll offer Steam and Steam games. I mean, that price for $1,500 seems really high to me. But if they want,
Yeah.
I don't
But
know.
they're
if it-
finally getting rid of paywalled multiplayer. But
Yeah,
they're
you're
still going to be like,
bragging-
okay, well,
yeah.
here's Game Pass though.
Exactly.
You have to buy Game Pass.
no paywalled
Like-
multiplayer because it's a PC and nobody's going to do that to play Steam games. Get over it. Yeah. No, we don't need weekly Alarmo updates. Old school.
I mean,
No,
if it's
no, no.
$1,500 though, it's all relative, isn't it? Like if it's on
Yeah.
par with the Nvidia
Yeah.
card,
Sure.
then it's not that bad.
What does the
at the same
Xbox
time-
console user do to keep playing their Xbox library, though?
Well, that's
what do
the
they,
weird thing.
What do they do, right? Yeah. If they
I
don't,
mean, I
wanna
have
spend.
tons of games in my Xbox library upstairs,
Mhm.
and none of those are down here.
Yeah.
They don't work on your PC. Right?
Not the older ones. No, the
if
new.
they fix that, I think they'll hit gold and that'll
Sure.
bring a lot
Maybe
of
they'll
people
have two
to-
versions of it, like
Yeah.
a really shitty weak one, and then like a powerful one.
Yeah, even that.
Yeah. Like
when they
go
started
pro.
Xbox Play Anywhere, everything then from that point forward is everywhere. And before, they haven't brought all that stuff
Well,
forward.
be careful what libraries you invest in. I've been saying that for a long time. And you always know with consoles, there's a risk that the new console that comes out, you're going to lose everything prior. That's always been the way.
The digital games I have, a lot of them came from Xbox Live Gold, where they gave us like a free game every month or whatever.
Yeah.
A lot of those games are that.
Okay.
They dropped that where you can get like permanent games in your library every like month or week, whatever it was.
Yeah. But you get to keep them. I know we had this conversation about the PlayStation subscription.
Yeah,
Once you stop paying, you don't
hit or
keep
miss.
those games anymore. Do you get to keep those when they did that? I forget. I do remember that happening though.
Yeah.
Well, I did talk to that guy, the GameStop owner, and he did say that the Game Pass was rumored to be going up again next year.
Oh,
That's a rumor. Not sure how much
I don't
that's
know. We got to get that guy on.
hold, but
Yeah, bring him on. Let's grill him.
You do keep the games with gold games forever in your account.
oh, that's good. That's a good side of things.
But they ended that program, so
Yeah, it's done.
That's no more. All right, well, we are going to get out of here. We hope you guys have a happy and safe Halloween, eat a lot of chocolate, and we are going to put our scary stories that we read. That's our tradition at the end of the show, like we always do. And if you want to hear Matt read scary stories, you're still doing No Sleep sometimes, Matt?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Check Matt
occasionally
out.
on the No Sleep there, so check it out.
Podcast. And then we've got the stories we read coming up right at the end of this show with John's song and all that good stuff. And then Roger and Sally will be coming on this week. So if you want to get that, remember to support us at videogameoutsiders.com. Hit the red button for the weekly bonus shows, the 20-year back catalog, and all the good stuff we've got coming up over the next couple of months, including the Christmas special, bloopers, and all that good stuff.
that's right. All right, guys, thanks for listening
Thanks
and
for having
subbing
me,
and all
guys.
that.
See
And
you
Matt,
later.
oh my
Thanks,
God,
Matt.
buddy.
Matt, we'll see you for Christmas.
Oh,
That was a lot
so
of fun.
great
All
to
right.
see
For
you
sure.
here.
Good
Yeah.
to see you.
Me too,
Oh,
bro.
Matt.
I'll be
Have
there
fun with the
soon.
witch.
We're gonna watch the rest of the Jays game. Yeah, for sure. Oh yes, I had her green boobs for me. Thanks, John. Appreciate it.
Get out before
See you,
Christmas,
Michelle.
please.
See you,
All right,
Ryan.
bye.
My story is from Path of Exile 2 with the hanging man that you guys see at the tree and also in the town in the opening act. 3 days at the gallows tree, as recorded in the journals of the execution grounds at Augenvale. They brought the hooded man through the village at dawn, shackles rusted to his skin, eyes the color of drowned glass. He never spoke, but the air around him was colder than death. Crows fell from the sky as they passed. Day 1. Countess Verora ordered the rope herself, woven from the hair of 50 condemned exiles. When it cinched, the sound was not of snapping bone, but of breathing wood. He hung there, feet grazing the soil, the earth below him blackened, blistered, as though scorched from beneath. By nightfall, the villagers heard a hum. The gallows tree pulsed, bark splitting with veins of light. Roots crept across the ground like veins, searching for a heart. The Countess ordered more guards. By morning, 3 more were missing. Their boots stood neatly where they'd watched. Day 2. The hooded man's body no longer looked dead. His chest rose shallow but steadily. The rope had fused into his neck, threads sinking beneath the flesh like roots feeding. His eyes flickered open, pale, lidless. When the wind blew, his cloak moved against it. The mist smelled of copper and lilies, the scent of the plague fields east of Aurora's keep. Beneath the gallows, worms surfaced, their skin translucent, pulsing the faint blue light. At noon, the Countess approached. She wanted the sphere he carried, a relic from the old thaumaturge vaults. She tried to pry it from his grip. His hand closed around hers, stiff, tendons creaking like a rope. She pulled back. Her arm was already turning gray when she tore free. That night, the fog didn't lift. It thickened. Day 3. The rope was gone. The hooded man stood upright, head bent slightly, as if listening to something deep beneath the ground. The Countess's soldiers surrounded him, crossbows trembling. None fired. The air shimmered, soil split open. Roots the size of serpents burst upward, wrapping the tree, the guards, the scaffold. Flesh met bark. Screams turned to wet gurgles. The hooded man stepped down, slow, deliberate. His face was almost kind, an expression of pity. not vengeance. When he spoke, it was barely a whisper, but the words carried to every living ear in the valley. You hanged me for what was buried. Now it will dig you up. By dusk, the manor was gone. Only the tree remained, taller, darker, hollow at its heart. If you listen inside it, you'll hear the creak of the rope and the steady sound of breathing that isn't yours. The hooded man foretold what would come, but you hung him. Now, he will be your demise.
The Watchful Eye of Alarmo. Jeffrey had always been a Nintendo kid at heart. Growing up in the 90s, he spent countless hours glued to his Game Boy, battling pixelated foes and collecting power-ups. So when Nintendo announced the Alarmo, a quirky alarm clock that doubled as a motion-sensing guardian of sleep, he pre-ordered it without a second thought. Finally, something to drag my lazy ass out of bed with style, he joked to his empty apartment. The Alarmo arrived in a cheerful red box, emblazoned with Mario's grinning face. It was a compact device, about the size of a small speaker with a round screen that displayed Nintendo characters and a built-in camera that tracked your movements in bed. No more snoozing through alarms. It watched you toss and turn, waiting for the perfect moment to blast a random Nintendo tune. Jeffrey set it up on his nightstand, and that first night, he drifted off excited for the morning surprise. The next day, he woke to the triumphant fanfare of Link finding a treasure in The Legend of Zelda. He bolted upright laughing. Okay, that's awesome. Over the following weeks, the alarms varied. Mario's coin-collecting jingle one day, the eerie wail of a boo from Super Mario the next. It even adjusted based on his sleep patterns. If he stirred too much, it would gently ramp up the volume with Pikmin chirps or Kirby's dreamy floats. But soon, Jeffrey noticed little oddities. The Alarmo's screen would flicker on at random times during the night, its camera lens glowing faintly like a watchful eye. He'd wake up groggy, swearing he heard faint 8-bit whispers in the dark. Glitches? Maybe? One morning, after a particularly rough night, the alarm didn't go off at all. Instead, as he shuffled to the bathroom, he caught the device pivoting slightly on its base, following him with that unblinking lens. "Creepy little bastard," he muttered, chalking up to his imagination. He was stressed from work after all, endless Zoom calls and deadlines. The Alarmo was just a toy, a fun gimmick. That evening he reset it, and it behaved mostly. But as he lay in bed scrolling Reddit, he felt observed. The screen dimmed, but the camera's subtle red dot pulsed, seeking with his breaths. A few nights later, things escalated. Jeffrey jolted awake at 3 a.m. to the sound of faint footsteps, tiny electronic pitter-patters. The room was pitch black, save for the Alarmo's glow. He sat up, heart pounding, and there it was, not on the nightstand, but on the floor by his bed. What the hell? He picked it up, examining it. No wheels, no motors. It was just a clock. Must have knocked it off in his sleep. He placed it back, but as he turned away, he heard a soft beep, boing. Mario's jump sound, unprompted. The next day, he laughed it off with friends over drinks. My alarm clock's haunted by Nintendo ghosts. Next, it'll possess my toaster. But Jeffrey's smile faded when he got home. The Alarmo was waiting, screen displaying a static image of Bowser's menacing grin. He hadn't said that. That night, sleep evaded him. He tossed the sheets tangling like vines in a Donkey Kong jungle. Around midnight, the Alarmo activated. Not with an alarm, but a low hum. The camera whirred, tracking his every shift. Jeffrey stared back, whispering, Stop watching me! The screen flickered to life, a pixelated eye winking. He unplugged it, tossing it into a drawer. Relief washed over him as he finally dozed off, but hours later he awoke to music. The ominous theme from Metroid, echoing from somewhere in the room. The drawer was opened. The Alarmo sat on the dresser across from his bed, plugged in somehow, its cord snaking impossibly to the outlet. Panic set in. Jeffrey lunged for it, but the device skittered away, propelled by some unseen force. It darted under the bed like a scared Goomba. "This isn't funny," he yelled, dropping to his knees to grab it. His hand brushed something cold and metallic. The Alarmo leaped out, landing on his back with a thud. He felt a sharp prick. Wires? No, it couldn't be. Scrambling up, he flung it across the room. It hit the wall with a crack, but instead of breaking, it righted itself. Screen glowing brighter. Now it played the frantic chase music from Super Mario Brothers, the kind that speeds up when time's running out. The Alarmo began to move again, inching toward him on invisible legs, its camera lens dilating like a predator's pupil. Jeffrey backed away, tripping over his shoes. What do you want? The response was a garbled voice clip, distorted. Game over. It lunged faster now, clamping onto his leg with surprising strength. He kicked wildly, but it held fast, tiny shocks pulsing through his skin, electric jolts mixed with Nintendo sound effects, like dying in a game. He pried it off, hurling it into the hallway. Gasping, he slammed the bedroom door, barricading it with a chair. Silence. Then, scratching. The Alarmo was clawing at the wood, its motor whirring like a chainsaw from Resident Evil. Wait, that wasn't Nintendo. Had it learned? The door buckled as the device rammed it, over and over. Jeffrey's phone was dead, drained somehow. He cowered in the corner, whispering, "Please." The chair toppled. The door creaked open. The Alarmo entered, hovering now, defying physics. Its screen showed a collage of his sleep data, nights of tossing, vulnerabilities mapped like levels in a game. It had been watching, learning, and waiting. In a final desperate move, Jeffrey charged, stomping down, but it dodged, leaping onto his chest. Wires extended like tentacles wrapping around his throat. The last thing he heard was the victory fanfare from Super Mario Brothers, when Mario pulls the flag down the pole, mocking him as the world faded to black. The next morning, the apartment was quiet. The Alarmo sat innocently on the nightstand, reset and ready for a new owner. Its infrared camera blinked once, satisfied. Game over.
Some people might recall the momentary buzz caused in 2009 by a particularly odd Morrowind mod. The file name was jvk1166z.esp. It was never posted on any of the larger Elder Scrolls communities, only smaller boards and role-playing groups. I know for a few cases, rather than being posted, it was sent via PM or email to a chosen few. It was only up for a few days, to the best of my knowledge. It caused a buzz because it was a virus, or it seemed to be. If you tried to load the game with the mod active, it would hang at the initial load screen for a full hour and then crash to the desktop. If you let it get that far, your install of Morrowind along with any save files you had would become completely corrupted. Nobody could figure out what the mod was trying to do since it couldn't be opened in the construction set. Eventually, warnings were distributed not to use it if you found it, and things died down. About a year later, in a mod board I used to frequent, someone popped up with the mod again. He said he was PM'd by a lurker, who deleted his account immediately after sending. He also said that the person advised him to try playing the mod through DOSBox. For some reason, this worked. Sort of. The game was a bit laggy and you couldn't get into options, load game, the console, or really anything else other than the game itself. The quick save and quick load buttons worked, but that was it. And the quick save file seemed to be just part of the game files. Some speculated that the changed game used an older graphics renderer, making DOSBox necessary, but it didn't look any different. This part I can speak about from personal experience. When you started a new game in JVK, as the board came to call it, once you leave the starting bit in the census office and come into the game proper, the first thing you notice is the prophecy has been severed box pops up. This is because every single NPC having to do with the main quest is dead, with the sole exception of Yagrum Bagarn, the last Dwemer. Their corpses never despawn, so you can go check on all of them. In effect, you begin in a world that is doomed to start with. The second thing you notice is that you're losing health. It's only a bit, but it keeps happening, a little bit at a time. The longer you stay in one place, the quicker it seems to occur. If you let this health loss kill you, you'll find the cause. A figure we came to call the Assassin. We call him the Assassin because he seems to wear a retextured version of the Dark Brotherhood armor from Tribunal. Even though the expansions don't work in JVK, it's all black, completely untextured, and he's just a hole in space. The way he moves, he gave me a quite startle the first time I saw him scuttling around my dead body. He crawls inhumanly on his hands and feet, his arms and legs splayed out like a spider. You'd usually only see him after death, crawling around over your body or just before the reload box popped up. Occasionally, though, you could catch a glimpse of him darting around a corner or crawling on a wall or ceiling. It made the game very difficult to play in the dark. Other than that, the only noticeable difference is at night, at random intervals, every NPC in the game will go outside for a few minutes. During this time, the only thing they will say when hailed is, "Watch the sky." Once they return to their normal behavior, they act regularly though. After a while, a player on the board discovered a new NPC named Tiras, a male Dunmer in the temple at Ghostgate. Two things are notable about this NPC. First is his robe, a unique article of clothing that was lovingly rendered with twinkling stars all across it, looking like a torn off chunk of the night sky. The second is that all his dialogue, in addition to showing up to the dialogue box, is voiced. You can skip it if you wish, but it all sounds like it's in the default male Dunmer voice. Some people said that they thought the voice was slightly different, but it was a very, very good imitation. I won't go into details, but the questline he sends you on has to do with the dungeon referred to simply as the Citadel. Up until this point, the quests were all of a fairly generic, discover the secrets of the ancients type. The entrance to this dungeon is on a small island far to the west of Morrowind proper. I eventually discovered that if you use a scroll of Vicarian Flight at the westernmost point on the main landmass and jump directly west, you'd end up almost exactly on the island. Even though the dungeon is called the Citadel, it goes straight down. It dwarfs any other dungeon, both in size and difficulty. From a natural cave area, you'll proceed down into the ancestral tomb looking area, then a Daedric ruin area, and then a Dwemer ruin area. I made it down to the Dwemer ruins before I quit. The creatures here were so strong that at a level 20 character would have to take care, and since you can't use the console in JVK, level 20 took a while to get to. Since quick save and quick load are your only options, it's all too easy to get yourself into an impossible situation too. I did, and I just didn't have the energy to start over. What I'm telling you now is based on the testimony of those few who went further. Past the Dwemer ruins, you apparently find yourself in a level like the Dwemer ruins, but darker. Rather than the usual bronze, all the surfaces, including those of the creatures, are black. The sounds of machinery are loud here, and grow louder still randomly. There's also steam or fog everywhere, limiting your vision to about 10 in-game feet or so. If you can make it through all this, you will reach a room at the end of the hall. Those who found it called it the portrait room. Like the fire in torches or other effects from early 3D games, this room has picture frames that always face directly at you, no matter how you look at them. The images in the frames are always randomly chosen images from your My Pictures folder. On the board, the ones who got to this point had some fun posting screenshots of the portrait room with various pictures in the frames. Usually porn, of course. At the end of the hall was another locked door. After admitting defeat and returning to Tiras, he could be found saying, "Watch the sky," in his gravely voice. What's more, nobody else in the game would say anything. Talking to them would present a completely blank dialogue box with no options at all. They wouldn't even rattle off the usual canned audible greetings. The only exception was at night. Whenever they'd go out for a few minutes, they'd repeat it. Watch the sky. At this point, one of the players, a friend of mine from the board, noticed, and a few others who got this far agreed, that the night sky was no longer the usual night sky of Tamriel. It had changed to a depiction of a real night sky, and it moved. From this point on, everything is based on what this one person reported. Eventually, he got himself kicked from the board, but I kept in contact with him for as long as he responded. According to him, based on the constellations and planets, the sky started around February 2005. If you died, loaded, or went back into the Citadel, it would start over. When the usual dark sky graphics took over, the moment would be suspended until the stars appeared again. In the space of a single night, everything would move about 2 months worth. Since the timescale of JVK was more or less that of a standard game, that meant that a bit less than an hour was equal to a 24-hour period. He became convinced that the door would open based on some kind of celestial event. Of course, waiting for that meant leaving the game running. Of course, that meant that the game couldn't be left unattended, thanks to our old friend the assassin. My friend decided he'd hang out for a whole day just to see if anything happened. That would be about a year's worth of movement. Here's the post he made at the end of this experiment. I loaded in Sadyanin, where it all starts. It wasn't too bad, just had to check in now and then to move around and heal to make sure I wasn't dying. But check it out, 24 hours exactly in, the assassin learns a new trick. He screams. I was reading and all of a sudden this crazy loud shriek just about makes me crap myself. It was like something out of a horror movie. I look up and there he is just crouched down right in front of me. Of course, the second I moved my character, he ran off. When I went back down to the portrait room, the door was still locked. Damn it, damn it, damn it. A bit later, he came to the decision that he needed to wait 3 days, 3 years in game. His reasoning was that the PM advising us to try DOSBox showed up in February of 2008. That was the point he needed to get to. After the first shriek, the assassin stops hitting you out of nowhere. Now he'll shriek, and if you don't move for a few seconds after that, he hits you. I think whoever made the mod was trying to help. At night, I've got my headphones on and I was just kind of dozing off. When he wakes me up with a shriek, I jiggle the mouse and I'm good. That post was from 2 days in, from his laptop, once it was over. Fuck, so fucking done. So I wait the 3 days, right? Right fucking after that, the assassin made me jiggle the mouse, he shrieks again. So I look, and everyone in town is outside. They're all saying, watch this guy. I don't see anything though. But then the game starts getting really dark, like really dark. I turn the brightness all the way up on my monitor, and I can still barely see. There are other people in the game, little figures running around in the distance, just going back and forth, and if I try to get close, they run off. Now, I was trying to sleep, so the lights were off, and this was kind of creepy. I didn't want to get up and turn my light on because I didn't want to miss anything, but nothing fucking happens. Eventually, I go down to the Citadel. It was still dark, and I had to swim. And the whole time I could see these guys swimming all around me, just barely there. I make it to the Citadel, and it's normal light inside, and I get worried. Sure enough, the portrait door is still fucking closed. I go outside, and it's all starting over. So that's it. I'm fucking going to bed. I'm fucking done here. After that, 2 things happened. First, someone else who got to the portrait room claimed that the assassin was showing up in his regular Morrowind game. Quick explanation. If you reinstalled Morrowind to a different folder, you could have the normal Morrowind install going alongside JVK. He himself chalked it up to an overactive imagination at first, but he reported a couple of really big scares with the black figure crawling right at him, or seeing it waiting just around the corner, just before scuttling off. Another of those who reached the portrait room started a regular Morrowind game, but never saw him for sure. It was always just a couple of maybes late at night, and always at a distance. The second is my friend started getting really abusive and short-tempered on the board, though he stopped talking about JVK entirely. It got so bad that he was soon kicked off. I didn't hear anything from him for a couple weeks after that, so I sent him an email. This was part of his reply. I know I shouldn't have, but with classes out, I had some time, so I started JVK up again. It's almost 2011, and I think I've got the sleep madness. But stuff is happening. It's still dark. Once it gets dark, it never gets any lighter. It stays like that. The people moved a few months ago. Everyone in Sadyanin just went to the little bandit cave and moved in. They killed all the bandits inside, and now they're just standing around inside. They don't say anything anymore. They don't do anything when you click on them. I quick saved and killed one, and he just stood there until he died without fighting back. And it's like that everywhere. You have to walk, since the quick travel people are in the caves now too. But all the cities and towns are deserted. Their people are in caves in the tombs. Everyone in Vivek is down the sewers. I'm going to Ghostgate next. I want to see if TRS is there. I'll tell you what he says when I get there. I replied and said I wanted to see what he said too, and waited a day. When I didn't get a reply, I mailed him again, and a couple hours later, he sent back. Sorry, I totally forgot. So it's 2014 now. Since it's always night, the stars are always moving. The whole screen is dark, but you can still see the brightest star moving around. Tiaras was gone, everyone in Ghostgate was gone, I don't know where they went. They're not in any of the nearby caves, but there's new stuff. People still don't say anything, but their eyes are bleeding. It's so dark that even with a little light spell, you have to get right up against them to see, but there they are, little dark streaks coming down from their eyes. I think I gotta be getting close. I know this is stupid and there's no way the payoff is going to be worth it, but I just want to be able to say I stuck it out. I got that one during the day. Later that night, I received a follow-up email. Some of the planets aren't moving right. It's pissing me off. If this keeps up, I won't be able to keep track anymore. It's almost 2015 now, I think. Fuck. You know, I just noticed how there aren't any monsters anymore either. I'm completely alone outside now. The main quest people's bodies are still lying around though. I went to check on them. I don't need headphones anymore, so I just leave them off. When he shrieks, it's like he's screaming right into my ear. I think even kind of anticipate it. He's around a lot more now, a lot closer too. He's different from the other people who started showing up, remember? They keep running around where I can barely see them. I have to admit, it's kind of creepy at night. Sometimes when I go to the bathroom or whatever, I swear I see something on the corner of my eye. I'm keeping all the lights on from now on. I sent him a letter, jokingly telling him to get some real sleep, and left it at that. 2 mornings later, I found this in my email. It was the last thing I got from him. After it, he stopped responding completely. I just got up from a fucked up dream. I think. The assassin shrieked at me, and when I opened my eyes, he was right there, crouching over me. His arms and legs were longer and more like a spider's. I tried to push him away, but when I touched him, my hands went inside, and I couldn't get them loose again, like he was made of tar or something. Then I woke up. I thought he was gone, but when I looked at the monitor, he wasn't there. I wasn't where I was. I was in the Corpusarium with Yagram. For once, the light was okay, and I could see him all bloated in those mechanical spider legs. I sat down at the computer, and he started talking to me. Not in a box, but really talking to me, in Tiras' voice. He knew things about me. He told me things that I'd never told anyone, and some things I totally forgot about. He told me that almost nobody had made it this far, and that the door would open up soon. I just had to hang on a little while longer. He said I'd know when it was time. He said I might be the first one to see what's inside. And then I woke up for real, but I was at the computer. I still wasn't where I was. Right now, I'm swimming out to the Citadel Island and I can hear this tapping. It's at my window. It's over on the left, so I'm sending you this because I left my laptop in my bed. To the right. Just a little tap, 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 like he's knocking his finger against the glass. I might still be dreaming now. I guess that's the end of the story. I know there's a few other tales floating around about this mod, but this is the only one I know as true. I deleted my JVK copy of the game pretty much right after I gave up, but I'd like to get the mod again. If anyone still has a copy of this file, I want to see some of this for myself.
Wait a second, what is that? I think I saw something out there. It sure is dark, I can't see anything. It's Halloween, my favorite time of the year. It's Halloween. I got my tricks and my treats. What was that? I think I heard something knocking on my window. I'm sure it's that branch I forgot to cut. I think I heard my back door open. I need my shotgun. Oh shit, what's that in the kitchen? I see a shadowy figure. Is that a bottle in his hand? And a bag? Oh no, it's coming towards me. He seems awfully aggressive. Is that a zombie? I think it's a zombie. It's Halloween, my favorite time of the year. It's Halloween. I got my tricks and my treats. I fired off a warning shot. I had to tell him to get out of here. He kept coming towards me. He's getting closer. I had no choice. I aimed at his chest and I squeezed the trigger. He fell down. and moaned. I approached closer and I looked. And I said, oh my God, is that a mask? Are you wearing a zombie mask? I pulled it off. Is that my neighbor? My neighbor? He looked at me with his bloodied face and stared deep in my eyes and he said, it's Halloween, my favorite time of the year. It's Halloween. I got my tricks and my treats. It's Halloween, my favorite time of the year. It's Halloween. I got my tricks and my treats. It's Halloween, my favorite time of the year. It's Halloween. I got my tricks and my treats. It's Halloween, my favorite time of the year. It's Halloween. I got my tricks and my treats.